boys, appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna do a quick little intro for each of you, and then we'll get right into the sports talk. Yo, J Luke 74 at the follow to start the podcast off. Legendary stuff. We got my guy up in the top left corner. You love Nicktana, representing the Falcons too. I like that you wore your Falcons gear just to let people know where your allegiances lie. So we need somebody to represent the non-playoff teams here for this podcast.
First of all, that's kind of a low blow, but second of all, I will take the compliment on the hoodie. I definitely love this hoodie. I ordered it for the Catch the Cure, which was in October, but I didn't even get it till December. Like, I don't know, like NFL Shop was in shambles that month or whatever, but I'm just glad I got it. It's comfy, it's beautiful.
It's fly,
awesome.
Is what it is. It's looking good, man. I like that. And then we got my guy King Cov. Man, actually, is there anybody whose team is in the playoffs in this chat? There's at least one. We got King Cov in the building, fresh off the firing of Joe Judge. So we'll definitely get into that a little bit later on. But Cov, how are you doing tonight, man?
Appreciate I'm doing great, bro. Had an interesting morning this morning. We've been putting in the reps, whether it's 3 weekend leagues or head-to-head grind. So. Yeah, you know, it's the same old deal. But yes, we'll definitely get to the whole Joe Judge disaster.
Yeah, beautiful. And you're probably breathing a sigh of relief. I see my guy Dylan Stone renewing his subscription from King Cov. What a legend. I appreciate you, Dylan. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate it. And we got in the bottom left corner, we do have Retro Yimmy, Bills Mafia representing right here. Bills are still going strong. Big game coming up this weekend against the Chiefs. How are you doing tonight, Retro Yimmy?
Doing very well. Thanks for having me, Murph. This is great.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Sit down with you legends. Love it. Let's go.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to come up with a third podcast format to get you back on here a third time. So we're going to have to keep coming up with new shows to have you on here.
Right? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Co-host now.
Exactly. That's right. He's going to be my wife was describing this to me. Okay, before I move on to Super Splash Bro, and I'm going to give him a fair introduction here. She was describing, you could just have some regular people on the show. Like, how like Andy Richter just sits on the couch during the late night and just laughs at people's jokes. I could just find a staple. Just throw him on the show, and you can just come back and be part of the furniture. It'll be perfect. So Yimmy might be moving into that niche role right now.
Might be the couch guy. I'm fine with that.
That's right. And we got my guy Super Splash Bro, another Canadian native son. How are you doing, Super Splash Bro? Appreciate you coming through, my guy.
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Awesome. I've been hoping. I was hoping to meet Splash at the IRL stream that you did with Luch for Halloween. That was just this past year. It feels like it was ages ago now, but man, hopefully we get a chance to do an IRL stream real soon with you, me, and some of the other Canadian boys. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Man, I would love that.
Trick or treat stream?
Trick or treat.
Hopefully,
they were in full costume and everything, man. It was. I'm pretty sure yours was some inflatable suit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's fire.
I haven't had with COVID. I haven't had a trick or treater in my house in 2 years. Not a single child has rang my doorbell. I don't know if it's because my house looks haunted or what, but we'll get into it. But boys, we got a stellar team here. The format for the Northern, it's still pretty new, so I feel like I got to tell you guys what exactly we're doing here. So around the Yellowhorn is more kind of like a long form sit down interview, origin story and all that good stuff. This is kind of like a crossfire type deal where we're gonna kind of pop up some sports topics, pop up some Madden topics, and kind of go around the circle and get everyone's opinion. And and I will mute anybody who is bogarting the mic. Just full disclosure. I just sit here. I don't say anything. My job is to control the egos of the people on the stream. But man, this can be a lot of fun. And why not just hop right into it with our first topic of the night here, Wildcard Weekend. So. This week we had the most games that we get in the playoffs. Wildcard Weekend for me is exciting because you get so many matchups, so many games on every day. We had Saturday, Sunday, Monday games. It was fantastic, football heaven. Nicktana, like did you get a chance to watch any of the games this weekend? What were your takeaways from Wildcard Weekend?
I absolutely enjoyed it. Wildcard Weekends, obviously, it's the best teams in the East Division. I watched the Bills Patriots SmackDown game for sure. I watched the Bills Bucks game. And Cowboys Niners and the Rams Cardinals game. So I watched a very decent amount of games and it was awesome. Like I was definitely like, I wouldn't say surprised. Like I knew the Bills were gonna come out swinging, but they ended up beating and pummeling the crap out of that team. So it was pretty nice. And Brady doing Brady things and overall just a great weekend. I enjoyed every little bit of it. The only thing that sucks is the Falcons weren't in it, but I mean, seeing the seeing the Cowboys lose was a thing too, man. Like that's
enjoyable. I feel like everybody. I feel like we talked about this in Discord that the Cowboys are down bad. Like Madden community just seems to pounce on Cowboys fans. I have a little bit of sympathy for them. But do you have a team? So for somebody like me, Vikings fan, you know, and you a Falcons fan, do you have a team that you're rooting for to go all the way this year, Nicktana? If your Falcons are in it.
Honestly, like I like the Niners a lot. Like I think the Niners, they're not like really underrated, but I feel like they're underlooked a lot of the time. Like you could just see how they played against the Cowboys. They played like really good, running the ball. Deebo Samuel looking good. Defense was looking really good. The pass rushers, like I really like them. And I've always liked to watch the Bills and stuff too, like Bills Mafia, just seeing like their fans slamming in the tables. Like if they keep on going further and further, they're gonna like get sturdier tables to slam into, or they're just gonna slam into more tables, or just everybody's just gonna dive into something. Like it's energy. I love it. Like so
they're gonna get drunker
basically
and
those
drunker
teams
at each round. The Bills fans, 100%.
For the most part, yeah. So those are probably the two. Like if I had to pick an AFC and an NFC team, it would probably be those teams. So
nice. All right, sounds good. And King Kov, what about you, my guy? Were you able to catch some of the games this past weekend? What are your takes?
Man. I posted on Twitter, bro. Having a sportsbook now in New York has just added even more excitement to it, bro. Like all the games are for the most part enjoyable, except the couple beatdown games. But having sportsbook and then adding that little, putting some money on it, bro, it just makes it so much more exciting. Like if it wasn't for the Bills under, I had the Bills under for the game on Sunday. if I hit, of course the Bills covered the over themselves. So if that didn't happen, I would have made like over $1,000 this week. So it definitely it's been a lot of fun just that alone. But the games were wild, man. I'm taking the Bengals, bro. I'm liking the Bengals going all the way, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow, going for a young buck QB,
bro. Joe Bird, man. Joe Bird different, bro. Joe Bird different. Joe Shiesty, he different, bro. He different.
He's got that swagger. Like the swagger's really come out. Yeah, obviously being injured, he wasn't able to kind of showcase it in his rookie year, but he's definitely looking like he's ready for the big show. I'm interested to see his game this coming weekend.
I don't know, bro. That just him and Chase, that connection they got is just there's something about it, bro. Like they're hot, bro. They're hot right now. They're hot. We'll
be watching that combination for years to come too, which is the exciting part about it for NFL fans. Or the scary part.
I kind of want to hop in for a second. Like I always forget how young T. Higgins actually is too. Like he got drafted last year. Like those receiving duos are young, and just seeing Joe Mixon actually healthy run. Oh, it's beautiful.
Hell yeah,
it's beautiful. It's like it's nice to see. Because
honestly, bro, nucleus. Like I think anybody can do it. I think anybody that's still in it can do it. Like every single team can still do it. So
absolutely, and we're gonna go clockwise here. So we're going down to my guy Super Splash Bro. We have to give the partner the last word. That's actually he told me that. Yeah, he told me the only way that he would be on this podcast is if he got the final word on every topic. So that's totally false and erroneous. I apologize. But Splash, were you able to catch some of the games? What were some of the entertaining or the standout moments to you from the wildcard weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I did, but I don't know if you guys were the same feeling, but I feel like I was just turning off the TV after like the third quarter. Like
a lot of blowups.
Yeah, I feel
most of those games were 3-possession games after the third quarter, other than the Bengals and the Niners game. And even the Niners game, I felt like the Niners game, I should call it the Cowboys game because there's so many Cowboys fans, but but that Niners Cowboys game, I feel like the Niners were in control of it pretty much the whole game except for the last 8 minutes of it. And even then if Deebo Samuel gets that first down, it's GG's. We keep talking about the ref not hustling. Dude's like 60 years old. What are you gonna do? You keep talking about the ref not hustling. You keep talking about Dak not going down in time, but at the end of the day, like, they put themselves in that position. But with that being said, yeah, piggybacking off what Kov said, I feel like every team does have a legitimate chance right now, and you kind of seen it. You kind of seen like the boys from the men in this past weekend. You seen the Bills go crazy. You seen the Niners step it up when they really needed to. You seen the Bengals show up. I really thought the Raiders were gonna win for some reason. I thought they were gonna have this. Yeah, and I thought they were gonna have this historic run because all the stuff that's been happening with them this whole season.
Yeah.
But damn, bro, this next weekend is gonna be so fun. It's gonna be crazy. There's so many good matchups.
Yeah, we filtered out. It feels like we filtered out a little bit of the riffraff, and really it is the majority of the teams that I looked at as being elite at the beginning of the season are now all where they should be. And then you get a couple surprise stories like the Bengals and the Niners to keep it interesting. We all like those underdog storylines. And Yimmy, I know that you had a fun time this wildcard weekend. What were your takeaways from either the Bills Mafia or just the whole weekend in general?
No, the whole weekend there was definitely a lot of good games I enjoyed. I'm honestly, if it's not for the Bills, Team Bengals. As a Bills fan, we've always been the underdog, so that's always what I kind of go for. And the Bengals, I mean, as far as like everybody else in the playoffs, they're probably like the biggest underdog story there is, just with their playoff history and everything. And then Joe Burrow's second year coming off the injury, and he's just played lights out like the past like month and a half. And then, to come out swinging for their first victory in 30-something years, they even said. Pretty incredible. On the NFC side, like, I'm really glad the Rams won, and that's a whole Matthew Stafford thing. He's been a ball player his whole career. The problem is he was always on the Lions, and that was, like, the worst part about it.
Guys, I've changed around the ordering here. You're all in different spots now for the most part, except for Tom and Nicktana. But you know what? I think we fought, guys. We fought. This is it wouldn't be a Murphy D podcast without severe audio and visual issues. So I'd say you guys carried the chat there as I was doing my tech thing over here. But I think you guys did an amazing job talking about the first topic here. Now I'm going to pull up the next one here and go straight into who do you guys think is the best quarterback still left in the playoffs right now? No homer answers, Yimmy. You can't say Josh Allen. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to go get my Josh Allen jersey, but I'll be quiet. Okay.
Let's go. Nicktana, as an unbiased Falcons fan, who's the best out there right now? The cream of the crop.
So this is like a really tough answer because like it depends on what you say is like the best. Like, cause like I instantly just want to say Tom Brady, but like it could be between him and Aaron, to be honest. Like no disrespect to Josh Allen or any of the other guys. Like I just feel like Tom, like the legacy's there. We're talking 6 Super Bowls, 7. Like he's about to fill both of his hands. And he's still doing what he's doing, and he's doing it with just Mike Evans and Gronk. I mean, he's pretty much losing everybody. But like, I think Aaron Rodgers has always been like that. Like he's just spectacular. Like I don't understand why he's like 1B to Brady all the time, or like why the Rodgers slander's there, because I like me some Aaron Rodgers, man. He plays really good football. Watching him and Adams play like together is just like it's poetry, man. Because like I feel like those are like the Packers really don't have weapons like I feel like you would think like other teams do. Like you got Devontae Adams and like nothing against Lazard, but like
which is why Rodgers wanted.
You know what I'm saying?
Is he feels like there's not weapons like other teams. Imagine him with the receiving core of with 3 top tier receivers.
Right.
He would be ridiculous.
So like Brady wanted to be in Tampa, but they were like, okay, yeah, you come to Tampa, but we're also going to get you your boy Gronk for a 6th-round pick, which is absolutely wild. And then they also said, like, you know what, here's AB too, since you and AB are tight like that. And it's like they're pretty much revolving him with like players and stuff like that too. With Aaron, it's like he's fighting for his life out there. Like you got Aaron Jones to take off a little bit of pressure, but it's been Lazard and Adams there the whole time. And then what's the tight end's name? Robert Tonyan. Like I just feel like I don't know. He's hurt.
Yeah, he tore his ACL midweek. Mid-season. Sorry.
Oh, brutal. So they got basically Rodgers and his skeleton staff. Obviously, Devontae Adams might be the best receiver in the league right now statistically, and he's so polished. He's one of the best route runners out there. But like as an NFC North fan, like it terrifies me the idea that we could have Rodgers in Green Bay beyond this season, because I feel like legitimately no other team can make a run until Rodgers retires. It's super frustrating.
Until I see them get past the NFC Championship game too, like that's the thing. Like I don't really want to say like Aaron's that guy too, because like it's been like playoff. It's been like you get to the playoffs, you win that one game, and then it's bust, and it's like you're not making it. Like they haven't been to the Super Bowl in like how long, and it's. But like what? Like one pick I do like me some Joe Burrow. Like I like me some
Joe Burrow too.
Joe Burrow. I like me some Joe Burrow for sure. Like
he's the new kid on the block.
Like he's definitely looking nice out there, and he looks comfortable, and like you could honestly see the chemistry between him and Chase. Like that, they're just like he said, go deep. He knows where the ball's gonna be every time. It's beautiful football. So I like me some Joe Burrow too. So
all right,
those will be my answers.
All right, and what about you, Kov? Who do you think is your go-to alpha 1A quarterback in the league?
Nothing has changed. It's been this way the last 3 years. Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league, 100%, bro.
It's hard to argue.
If it wasn't for a D Ford offsides in 2019 and not having his offensive line last year, The Chiefs would be three.
I
three
forgot
peat.
about
You know what I mean?
that, dude.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You can say Rodgers. I get the whole like talent wise, but Patrick Mahomes for his age, he's still the most talented quarterback in the league. And I truly believe like if the Chiefs are back, right? Because everyone thought the first month of the season, everyone's like, oh,
sloppy,
Chiefs, right? If the Chiefs are back, bro, they could go on another run.
They looked back against the Steelers too. They looked like they were back. Like they looked dangerous. Like Mahomes was doing. Like I saw their first touchdown of the game was like some weird underhand shovel pass.
He does that like weird. Like his arm is like in a weird, but
which Aaron Rodgers can do too. Like these guys who throw from weird arm angles and like they're it's so special. It's kind of like watching like a basketball player who's like on a fast break, like just able to do stuff that's so unconventional. But I totally agree. Like if you're picking a player to start a franchise with, I think most people would say Mahomes. Probably. I have
to believe he's still the best quarterback in the league, man.
I respect the opinion too. I respect it. And let's go down to Yimmy now. I wonder who Yimmy's going to say here. Unbiased opinion.
Well, I mean, you said no homers, so I can't pick Josh Allen. If
you can pick him, you can absolutely.
Good. I'm going to go with Josh Allen. I mean, obviously, like he does have his flaws. We all saw it the past couple years in the playoffs. But as long as he plays like regular season Josh Allen and I say Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, like making smart decisions, making good reads, running the ball when he has to, going for the extra yards if he has to. Like he just has like the toughness, the speed, the moves. Like he was breaking ankles last week. He'll dive forward. He'll take on he'll stiff arm a linebacker. He'll hurdle over anybody. Like he's just out there like making plays left and right. Like he always wants the ball, and winners always do. So let's face it. So like he's a grinder. He's out there. I don't know if he still has stuff to prove. I think because everybody still kind of said like he got this ridiculous contract. He's a less of a running back than Lamar Jackson. Whatever you want to say. Even though like he threw for over 4,000 yards again this year, had 30 plus touchdowns, almost 800 yards rushing. Like I don't know what else he has to prove, but I guess it's make it to the big dance and. Just keep going.
I think that's it. I think the only thing left to prove for him now is can he beat Patrick Mahomes in a primetime game in the playoffs, which is not easy because again, a lot of great quarterbacks. Like honestly, you could give me 4 different answers to this question with the teams that are left, and other than Jimmy Garoppolo, you might be right. So we'll see what Super.
Well, there's still Ryan Tannehill also.
There's still Ryan Tannehill.
That's true too. Does he factor in? Are you gonna say Tannehill or you have to now? The other ones are taken. Splash. You have to pick one of the other ones now. No, I'm
kidding. Pick Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah. Who do you think is your top dog left?
I'll tell you what, man. I don't know if you guys watch Pat McAfee, but like I work from home, and 12 o'clock I'm there. I'm on his stream, and I'm watching Pat McAfee. Tuesdays, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. I wake up, I'm like, happy Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, everyone, because it's just listen. I was never a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I've always been a big fan of his game because he's got he just seems like he has the most effortless arm in the world. And he's like 38 years old, and he can sling that thing still like 70, 80 yards, no problem. Mm-hmm. But getting to know his just his personality, you can tell that he's kind of a dickhead, but you still kind of like him. He's one of those people.
His own family doesn't like him. His own family
so getting to know him throughout the season, I was like, man, you got to bring this home, man. You got to first of all beat the people that are voting for MVP against all odds, because they're probably not going to vote for you because of all that COVID situation. So you got to win MVP, and you got to win that Super Bowl. And quite honestly, man, he's had the best. I think he has the best team right now that he has had since that Super Bowl run in 2010.
At least best defense.
Oh, best defense. Zadarius Smith is coming back. Jair's coming back.
I do like the Packers defense a lot.
Yeah. And their offense is really good too. I know like Alan Lazard is still a beast. He's 6'5", like 240 pounds. He's got Devontae Adams.
Fast as hell too. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got AJ Dillon in the backfield. You got what's his other Aaron Jones in the backfield. You got Bakhtiari coming back. Like it's crazy to say, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like getting like trade deadline acquisitions going into the playoffs when you get these guys who've been injured and you still have a good enough record to make it this deep. And then they
Bakhtiari
is
literally
legit.
The best left tackle in the game.
The Niners match up good with them, though, bro.
Yeah, and I'm scared of that. I think if there's one team in the NFC that would give them fits, it would probably be now the Rams, because they look unbelievable. But I would probably be the Niners. I feel like if they beat the Niners this week, they might go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
But yeah, A-Rod's my guy, man.
Rodgers lost 3 playoff matchups. His last 3 playoff matches to the Niners, or
yeah, exactly.
So
this is like, didn't they get beat by like 30 something? The one Super when they made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, in
the
2019.
Niners.
Yeah.
That game was hell.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was with Jimmy G at the helm too, right? So that was honestly, and it was amazing they got that far. But their run game that year was incredible. So like they had like 4 running backs that were all starters on most teams. So
and it's kind of crazy. I feel like, sorry to cut you off, Murphy D, but I feel like right now, arguably, you have the 5 best quarterbacks in the league right now. You have Josh Allen, you have A-Rod, you have Patrick Mahomes, you have what's his name, Matt Stafford, and I'm missing one. Hold on. Hold on.
Did you say Josh Allen?
We already said Josh. Oh, Tom Brady. Why could I say Tom Brady?
Did you say Brady?
Everybody sleeps on Tom Brady, guys. Honestly, but never bet against him in the playoffs. Yimmy knows.
Grab me my blanket. I'm sleeping on Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this is the playoffs. I don't know. Wild card was kind of a snooze fest, except for a couple games, but I feel like this weekend and then onwards is going to be crazy.
Yeah, 100%. And I think you guys all gave good cases for your guy. What I want to go for here now, the next one, it might be more difficult. The first week we did, it's a lock here, which is if you had to pick one matchup that was a lock. I mean, there were some teams that probably just scraped into the playoffs. Is there a game in your mind that is an absolute lock? You'll put money down. You'll put real life money down and say that this team's gonna win. Doesn't matter about like a point spread or anything. What's one game where you are fairly certain who's gonna win already without even having to watch it? Anybody got a lock for me? Nicktana,
last week or this week?
I'm putting money on games, but I don't have a lock.
You talking about the games coming up this week?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This week.
There is no lock, bro. There's no way there's a lock.
They all seem close for the most part. Like, I'd have to think about that one. Honestly, not anything off the top of my head.
But the Niners,
I guess the Niners though.
Yeah, but the Niners,
you know what?
They match up well. So
who's got a lock? This might be a quick category.
Both these teams. I hate both these teams, but I think the Rams are gonna blow out the Bucks.
Really?
Because the only reason I say that is because the Saints beat them 2 times in a row, and the times that they get beat is off of 4-man pressures because they can't do anything. Because once you have a 4-man pressure, you can just play coverage the whole time, right? You saw Kyler Murray get pressure to death last weekend off of Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, Aaron Donald. Like you gotta triple team Aaron Donald, so everybody else is free.
That alone, exactly.
And with that being said, Tristan Wirfs is out. I think one of the other linemen is out. So, hey, GG's. I think Tom Brady's out of there, man.
Which the Rams beat him during the regular season too.
I was gonna say the Rams already beat him this year too. So.
But it was in LA. Like I mean, that's kind of a far fly or whatever. I mean,
other coast, for sure.
I don't want to give him excuses either. But I'm just saying, like I do like if I'm gonna pick between the Rams defense, or the Bucks offense, I'm gonna pick the Rams defense. Like they just look like just watching them play against the Cardinals. Like Kyler Murray just looked stressed the whole game, and that dude, that dude's the definition of a playmaker to me. Like he makes plays. And he couldn't. Literally just throwing balls in the end zone. Running backs are just dropped. Like it just he looks like scared out there. Like it was crazy. So like I like that answer too.
But then at the same time, can you bet against Tom Brady? Like can you?
No.
You know,
bro, there is no lock.
There really isn't. There's going to be close ones, but nothing. I don't think is going to be a lock. I mean, obviously, after we'll be talking different on Monday because, that went totally different. There's going to be those games, but
it's not to say there's not a blowout, but on paper these are pretty good matchups. Teams that match up pretty well. People in the chat
it's going to be a good weekend of football. It should just be an absolutely good weekend.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to be strapped on my couch.
Right.
That's what makes the playoffs the playoffs. You don't even know what's going to happen, man.
Yeah. And as a player whose team you can't root for your home team anymore, it's nice to know that there's going to be a whole bunch of good matchups out there. The team I'd be the most surprised if they advance would probably be the Niners at this point, and I know they match up well. I just think they don't have the The quarterback. I think quarterback is so important in the playoffs. And Jimmy G, I don't know how he made a Super Bowl before, but he has made a Super Bowl before with that team. So
come on, give Jimmy G his respect, man.
He gets no respect from me.
Jimmy
He
G,
gets
bro,
no
Jimmy
respect.
G's winning percentage is like
bro, he's like
solid.
36-14 as a starter.
But is this including his years on the Patriots when he had like that crazy year filling in for Brady? Like he had a really good win percentage when he
no,
he
was like
4-1.
He only played like
no, he only won
oh,
like
did he?
2 games.
Okay,
with,
never mind.
Yeah, he went like 2-0. Then he got hurt, and then they were on backups for like the other 2 games. That was the when Brady was suspended for those 4 games for cheating. You know, big stupid cheater.
Yeah, big stupid cheater. But the NFL will never talk about that. They're afraid to talk about that.
I could talk. You want me to talk about it?
Oh, please do.
We'll move on. We'll move on.
All right, I'm sure it'll.
I don't want to take up the whole time talking about how much I hate Tom Brady. We don't have to do that. So
we can have a separate 1 hour standalone podcast for that alone.
Yimmy.
1 hour.
Nothing new.
24-hour stream.
And guys, I want to say one last thing here. So for playoff talk here, who do you think is the best defense that's left in the game? Because obviously, I think quarterback and defense; those are the 2 things that really I look at.
Rams. It gotta be the Rams, right?
Rams defense is star-studded.
I don't know, I like the Rams. I like the Rams defense. I think D-line is so the best position on defense.
They got the best corner. They got the best corner too.
They got Ramsey. Yeah. They got Donald, Freak. The other corner isn't that bad either. They got Long. He's pretty good. Linebackers are decent. I just think all around the Rams got a good defense. But Splash did make a good point. The Packers defense is really good too. You got both the Smiths. I think there's Preston Smith still playing. Both of them are playing right now, right? Yeah. So they got them. Their corners are Clark. Yeah, I like that. Savage, they got a good defense too. A lot of people don't recognize. I think the Titans defense has always been good. That defensive mind of Vrabel, it always has a good defense.
I feel like we haven't talked anything about the Titans, and they're getting the best.
I was just about to say last topic. It's everybody feels like the Bengals, could they win that game? I feel like a lot of I'm friends with the Titans fan at work, and even they're saying they think the Bengals are just gonna come up on top. The Titans are getting zero respect. Is that just because
I was gonna say
Tannehill? You guys think Derrick Henry, he's a monster. He's gonna run that ball, and then I feel like Tannehill just makes right decisions to where they'll walk out with that win.
He's a game manager.
Yeah, perfect when you have the best running back in the league.
They don't have the flashiest players. Plus my man Julio Jones is on that team, so he liked me the Titans too. So
they went on a run from number 1 seed without Henry though. That's the thing.
I still
back, so it's
I forgot that they didn't play a game last week, and I was like, who the hell gets the bye? And that's crazy to me. That's actually crazy to me. The Titans are the team that everybody forgets about, and considering we have. It's live. We literally have a Titans player in the Madden community who's in many of our chats. How are we forgetting about the Titans so much?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just the Titans they're just not a flashy team. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're like the Duke of the NFL.
That's what it takes. Sometimes the boring teams, just the lame, not high powered, medium defense type teams win it all, bro.
Yeah, granted it was October, but they did beat the Bills. They beat the Chiefs. I'm pretty sure they beat the Niners as well. Those guys are legit, man.
I just think they got handed their division for one because their division is kind of dog water. But and then also you went into OT with the Jets and lost that game, and then basically your division got handed to you. So it is kind of tough to respect that team. But we all know how deadly Henry is. We know Tannehill will make the right decisions. Tannehill looked bad when he didn't have Henry. Nobody's surprised by that. He handed the ball off and then he made the plays when he had to. But when you don't have that big factor, it's you can only ask the dude to do so much. You guys already know he's not a top 10 quarterback.
He's had games too where he hasn't as receivers. The Jets game, he didn't have AJ Brown, he didn't have Julio. He literally had a bunch of.
Julio has one touchdown. I'm pretty sure. One touchdown.
Julio has not been active for the entire season. I drafted him in fantasy, and he's done absolutely. I swear he put up less than 10 points all year, combined. It was terrible. Yeah. He was injured. He had COVID. It was everything was going wrong for Julio.
Still my go.
I don't think he's ever recovered from that hamstring injury. He's had a hamstring injury for 4 years, literally.
Hamstrings is one of the toughest injuries to
literally
come back from.
If it's not a hamstring, it's a toe, it's an ankle, it's something with his feet, man. when you're that big, that athletic, it's gonna happen too. Like it's already happening to AJ Brown and stuff too. Like I even feel like he's been getting injured and stuff here and there.
Brown,
so.
like 23, 24 years old. Like it's a tough game. These NFL guys, like,
but I do think
gladiators out there. Yeah, Splash.
I do think they found another halfback in Deontay Foreman. Like that guy went for like 130 yards two games ago. Like if you have Derrick Henry, you know, only about 20 snaps a game, and then you have Deontay Foreman there, take about 10 to 15. Yeah. Like that's a recipe to win that ball game.
Move the ball with Henry, not out there running the ball.
For sure.
I mean, they must have found some way to get some yards over all those weeks that he was out. So I mean, they've got some good. I think coaching goes a long way with the. Like Vrabel's, I mean, anybody coming out of that Belichick coaching tree, we've seen mixed degrees of success. You know, we've seen the Matt Patricias who were just terrible. We've seen what's this guy who coached the Bengals for a while and really had no success and then went back. You know, it seems like Vrabel has been the only real guy to come out of that Belichick coaching tree to actually have success on his own, which is kind of interesting too. You know, given that I think even Yimmy could probably admit that Belichick's a pretty impressive coach, going to be 70 years old and still like. Yep. He's a damn good coach. I think it would be hard pressed to name a better coach over the last 20 years. F.U.
He slept on Vrabel.
Thank you, McDuggets. I appreciate it.
Vrabel's super slept on. We're talking about all these Coach of the Year candidates, and like Vrabel is never brought. I mean, he is, but he's not really brought up like that. I feel like Matt LaFleur might win it, but yeah.
I could definitely see that. I mean, we've talked a lot about IRL football, but obviously the thing that binds us all together is our love of Madden for the most part. I know Nicktana does some variety streaming too, but he's getting back in the Madden streets.
Love it, bro. Madden town.
I'm doing the best I can, man.
Yeah, hey, that's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. So I wanted to kind of pivot a little bit here and move on to talking a little bit about some of the Madden news that we got going on. So in the Discord before we started the podcast up, there was an update. Kind of a sneaky update, right? Like I was at work and I was reading like subtweets where this was mentioned. I was like, what? When did this update happen? So who wants to give me a rundown on the one thing I noticed was Slinger going up to 2 AP, and I think Escape Artist as well was added, or Slinger went up 1 AP and then Escape Artist
1 AP for Slinger, 2 AP for Escape Artist.
For all archetypes.
So really, what are our thoughts? Who wants to take the lead on this one? We'll go around the circle here. Yimmy, please lead us off.
Please let me get on this. So overall, I'm going to say it's an L, and this is why. Because they're punishing every single archetype for something. Now, when it comes down to quarterbacks especially, like each one has something unique about them that has like a cheaper AP for it. So a strong arm, gunslinger, that's what you think of. Improviser, you think of QB playmaker. Scrambler, you think of escape artist. Field general, you think of hot route master. Those are the 4 abilities that make each of those archetypes like unique. So when you take a guy like Derrick Henry and okay, if you wanted to raise Gunslinger for Scramblers by 1, fine. Don't punish them for Escape Artist. Yeah. Same thing with like a strong arm, like Josh Allen or whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Whatever other strong arms are in the game.
Don't raise it for Josh Allen.
Fine. Justin Herbert.
There we go.
Who's also a strong arm quarterback. Matt Stafford, strong arm quarterback. Now they're going up to 5 AP. It's like, what else do they have? They're a strong arm quarterback. Like they're pocket guys that can throw the ball far. So why are we not talking about like a field general who for 2 AP can make any person on the field go in any direction that they want? Same thing with like a QB improviser for or QB playmaker for improvisers. I think that's already like 7 AP or something like that, which makes sense. But you got to limit it to the archetype. So having it increase across the board, that was the L of the program. You want to increase it, fine. Like so for like a field general to get escape artist, that's now like 6 AP. That makes sense. Yeah. But they like hot route master should have to go up then in something like that. So going back to the strong arms, they shouldn't have to pay 5 AP for an ability that's designed for that archetype. That's honestly, my stance on it.
I'm looking at chat right now, and I think Yimmy just won the podcast. I think it's going to be hard to follow that up. That's a good breakdown. Yeah, Splash, go for it.
I just feel like, okay, like Escape Artist did need an increase. +2, I don't know, kind of questionable. +1, I get it. But we were also told that there was going to be an AP update in January. So I think with all this being said, we are probably going to see like, I don't know, maybe 17, 18 AP increase. So if it's proportionate in that sense, then I don't mind it. But if we're keeping there's a couple problems with this 14 AP cap limit right now. The game is stale. Everybody's just running the same shit on offense, same shit on defense, and it's just not proportionate to the amount of ability points that you can have on your team. Like if every archetype has 6 AP gunslinger, 6 out of 14 is about 40% of your AP. You know, that's going to make people want to use PLE. That's going to make people want to use Sephi Elite. And with that being said, like those abilities are good, but they are just like, they're not that comp. You know what I mean? You're going to get those weird wind-ups. You're going to get all these like weird things when you use PLE, when you use Sephi Elite. Yeah, I think Escape Artist did need an increase, though, man. There was just way too much Derrick Henry's going around, way too much Jalen Hurts going around. I feel like people did get scared and they veered away from it. And also with that being said, I tweeted once that tweet came out. I tweeted, "Everybody go get your Dan Marino."
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys saw.
I did.
I don't know if you guys saw.
I did see a
Dan
lot of
Marino
people
spiked up.
Yeah,
he spiked up to 600K in that hour, but now he's back down. But yeah, it's crazy.
So are we saying that building Dan Marino is now profitable again at this point as well? So there you go. We're getting coin making methods and everything in this conversation.
I don't think it's profitable anymore.
No, it's too much damn time. Who has time for that at this point in the year? Anybody else want to chime in on the update? Was there anything else other than the AP changes that were made? Because was that it? Was there? Because I know I had to download like an over a gig worth of stuff last week, but I haven't noticed anything.
I think they fixed run commit glitching.
They fixed run commit glitch. Yeah.
But I never noticed that anyway. Like I'm just pretty cash, so I don't know if that's happened to me. But
how about instead of like messing with the AP and change all things, how about you just fix the problems that actually happen in the game? Like Escape Artist needs to be patched of some sort. Like
they're not gonna patch anything.
I will just make it less hell, bro. Because you got people literally just running in circles, and
I will say this as far as like a programming standpoint is, it's a hell of a lot easier to raise something by 1 AP than it is to change something drastically.
Figure out the problem.
I just wish they could do that. Like, there's no reason they can't fix.
Who knows? I mean, you saw it earlier in the year. They increased Inside Deadeye to like 5 AP for like a week while they were working on it. It's like, okay, now that we fixed it, now it's back down to 2 AP. I don't know why they went to 2 AP, but. And everybody stopped using it because it's like, well, it wasn't worth it for the 2 AP to fix.
It's true. Why make something called Inside Deadeye, which it was 1 AP I think last year, and it was incredible.
1 AP,
and it literally made every single throw a Deadeye throw. It didn't matter whether it was inside the numbers, outside the numbers.
They in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Last year
was just broken though.
Last year on a quarterback, you could run Inside Deadeye and Gunslinger, and it cost you 3 AP.
It was the best.
Oh my
god, it was the best.
Incredible. Yeah,
come on, 21 was the best.
Yeah,
and then if they got Howl Master with it, like game over.
Everybody's doing it. It makes a stale ass game, man. Like nobody.
So, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, you're good, bro. Go ahead.
I think for Escape Artist, man, if you have Escape Artist, there has to be a counter to Escape Artist, like a
you know what I mean?
It contains not garbage.
Yeah. So like every time I feel like I press up on my D line, like it doesn't work or anything, or spread them. Like I don't know if there's something to that, or even like I tried like this might just sound dumb, but I tried putting like Edge Elite on one of my players, and it seems like it literally did nothing. Like literally, if you have Escape Artist, you could just run to the right, run to the left. Corners won't crash down. The out route will get open. Something crazy all the time. So it's like, yeah, you boosted up Escape Artist and Gunslinger, but it doesn't like defeat the purpose. Is like you could still do everything. Like still, like it's not like you can still run it. But like I agree with Yimmy though too. It's like if you're a scrambler, why would you boost that up? Like don't punish scrambling quarterbacks. Like that's what they're designed to do, is to scramble outside the pocket. Yeah. But like if you want to make their gunslinger go up, that's fine. But
and think about how many TikToks and viral videos this year have all been with Escape Artists, like just running in lines all the way back to your own end zone, and then still, because the defensive player's stamina runs out faster than the offensive players. And
they don't do anything. They don't even react, and it's like
it's not even Escape Artists at that point, because like
think
what is Escape Artist? You're escaping the pocket. You're escaping. You're trying to make a play. You're trying to run off field. These motherfuckers on TikTok can literally run around in circles, evade every single defender,
turbo in the backfield,
and do whatever the hell they want.
Turn around with gunslinger,
exactly.
Chuck it 60 yards down the field.
That's the case. Lower the stamina for the quarterback or something. You know what I mean? I think that's my point. Like, I don't mind the escape artist in the game, but I think there has to be some sort of counter or some sort of nerf towards it, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Have no outsiders elite. Have it work for running contains and
literally,
passing.
literally.
No outsiders elite. There's your ability. 3 AP. Play on your edges.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
put more abilities. If you really care about abilities in the game, put more abilities on the game.
Like, I don't know if you guys could, like, I consider, like, Mutt to be, like, a strategy kind of card game, too. Like, but, like, in every card game, I feel like there's, a counter to something. So, like, if there's escape artist, there should be, like, some defense ability that says, like, no, the quarterback will not scramble like crazy outside the pocket. Your end will get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, or run in circles or whatever else. Like, that should be, like, your counter to that.
It's true. Like even with the D-line abilities and O-line abilities, you know, you get the edge threats, and then you counter it with putting out, like, you know, an edge protector there, and it cancels out, and then it's an even thing, you know? So it's, there should be, for every ability, there's got to be a counter.
Putting run stuff on a DN just to fucking run past the running back every time, too. Like, I've noticed that. Like, you're defeating the purpose of run stuff. Like, make the tackle or something.
Yeah, 100%.
Run stopper literally does not work.
Can we agree then that the AP update in its current iteration is an L, but maybe it's a stopgap, and hopefully they can either fix the abilities or give
if they fix the abilities, yeah, that's fine.
If they raise the AP, then it really doesn't matter.
If they come out tomorrow and say, hey, guess what? By this weekend, it's going to be 18 AP across, you know, for offense, defense. That okay, fine.
Yeah. Exactly, and who knows? Maybe that's the next thing. And you know, the last thing on this topic that I was kind of wondering is, who are they listening to when they do this? Is this the comp community asking for this? Because I've heard the comp guys asking all year. With the not so much with Gunslinger. I haven't seen anybody asking for Gunslinger to be raised, but I've definitely seen people saying that for what's the one we're
and that's another thing. You know, it's one of those things where it's like they always like. They'll change something else. It's like everybody's been complaining about escape artists, so they're like, okay, let's raise the AP on escape artists, and let's also raise it on Gunslinger. It's like, whoa, nobody asked for Gunslinger. You know, they did the same thing last year.
You're sneaking stuff into a bill right here. You're trying to change one thing, and you're sneaking other stuff in there.
Yeah, they did it towards the end of last year. It's like, okay, flat zones aren't working, so you know we corrected that. Oh, and we also fixed cover 3 zones. It's like, whoa, nobody asked for that. What'd you do to cover 3? Like,
yeah. Yimmy, I remember that fondly from your streams when they patched cover 3. I was like, oh god.
My cover 3 bombs.
Yeah, I know. God, let's just get them to not touch zones.
To cover 3 bombs.
They're all gone. They're all gone.
I miss flood bombs, man. Flood bombs are super fun. Right. At a bunch, like just a streak, it's easy.
Bunches in general is super fun to run.
But let's not talk about bunch.
No meta bullshit in this stream, guys.
Let's fix cover 3, but let's not do anything with bunch. You know, so that's fine.
Well, next time we talk about guys. Nick, go for it.
Sorry about that. For how casual I am, like I always see people joke about like, oh, they're flipping bunch. I'm like, why is that a big deal? And then I notice someone flip bunch. I'm like, my corner's just gonna stand on the other side, not doing nothing. Like, go to the other side. You're matching, like you're not doing anything. Like, what do you? I have to manually move him, and it's like, dude.
And then you're off your user and you're fucked. Basically.
Give me a break.
It's terrible, bro.
Yep.
Come on, I don't want to. I'm not trying to sweat this head-to-head game. Come on, wrap it up.
It's worse this year than it was last year.
I think so. I think it is a lot worse. Yeah,
agreed with that.
Madden 21 was, I think, the best this game has ever been.
Like, that's a hot take there. I'm gonna
Madden,
put, you know
Madden
what, I'm
21.
I honestly would not mind going back to Madden 21 to play a couple games. Just
I love the content in Madden 21.
Next gen Madden 21 after like 3 or 4 months of updates was the best this game has ever been.
No, I won't even lie to you, Kov. I went like in September. I went and played a Madden 21 game. I'm like, all right, like this game is pure booty cheeks. Zone don't work, like whatever. So I went back and played a Madden 21 game. I was like, damn, this is how zones work. But with that being said, I feel like a lot of the problems that we had in the beginning of August have been fixed. Like zones are pretty good. They're not the worst. I mean, they're not great, but they're not the worst.
As long as you can manage your zone drops, zones can work fine.
I'll tell you guys, playing on PS4, playing current gen, which I'm still doing right now, it is Madden 21.
Bro,
it's the exact same game, and I'm loving it.
It's I had to fucking play that.
Because I've had 2 years to get used to a game, right? Normally we get like 8 months of the season to get used to a game, and then we got to learn something new. I've been learning the same thing now for 2 years. It's great. But
I went to next gen towards the end of Madden 21, and I don't think I could go back. I don't know if I just got used to it but like it kind of like. maybe slowed it down a little bit so you can react a little bit better. Like I don't know. Like I just think it flows more smoothly. I don't know if I could go back to old
I think the
now.
ball trajectory, and this is not even talked about enough, but the ball trajectories when you pass a ball are so different compared to current gen. Because you can literally, if you get a lob pass, the cornerback can be 3 feet behind the receiver, and they'll still intercept that ball. But if you actually are 3 feet behind in next gen, you're not catching that ball at all.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a huge thing. I think one of the reasons people didn't want to get acquainted with it last year was because it wasn't comp, and the majority of the community was on current gen. But I think, I don't know, it's weird because the player base goes where comp goes. I just don't think it should be like that. But hey, I'm not a comp guy, so what do I know?
But I don't know if this was gonna be a topic, Murph, but I just want to say, as far as like the MCS, like spamming getting cheated on that onside kick was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I was rooting for spamming.
Bro, where it just stops at his feet and then no reaction.
Madden 22 isn't about, can you put up more points? It's about clock management. It's about like shortening the field, bro. I play weekend league, and you have to you don't even want the ball with 4 minutes left. You want it with like a minute. So like you take the lead in the fourth, you're onside kicking just so that dude has less field.
Okay.
And that's the only reason Henry did it, and he got the ball.
Can I play devil's advocate here?
So bad, bro.
Go for it.
Is having a game where you worry about clock management and worry about all those different types of things so bad? I feel like it personally made me a better player.
It's more strategy, maybe.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the point is like the fact that Henry was doing that and all he was trying to do was just shorten the field, and he ended up getting the ball, scoring a touchdown, ended up winning what? And he ended up winning the whole team for 75 grand.
And
it's one thing in weekend league. You can cheat in weekend league, whatever. But these guys are playing for salaries, bro. These guys are playing for life-changing money. And Spammer got cheated, bro.
The fact that there is nothing that he could have done because he came out in onside recover. There's nothing he could have done to prevent that play. That was maybe it's a random number generated, but that's got to be frustrating when you. It's
he got a shitty roll at that point.
You can click on and you can kind of get there, but you can't. Like everybody's just standing like statues. You got to just hope your hands are on that ball. Like and half the time, bro. Anytime I've been in that situation where somebody's onside kicking me, sometimes I'll get it. And I get fucking boomstick. You lose the ball anyway. Like it's just ridiculous. You get you fucking boomstick. Like what the?
You can't even call it
catch and then go down like immediately.
You pick up the ball, bam, slap, balls out. And it's like, dude, this is fucking like, this is our competitive game. This is like for all this money. Like it's ridiculous, man. And I just think the embarrassment that the MCS games were mostly, I think this time around was better, but the Thanksgiving games was terrible. It was just terrible. They display the game to 30,000 viewers, whatever amount of viewers they get in those streams, and they just show like, yep, the game is terrible. Even the commentators, they talk about certain things that work and don't work, and they know it's terrible. And it's just like they put on this. Yeah, they just put on this show of like, hey, we know our game is shit, but guess what? We don't care. Like it's
well, and one thing I want to say, like with all the cheating and the fluke plays that happen here, I still think that MCS is in a better spot than Madden 20 when Tressway handed off the ball for the championship. I think we can all agree that at least
agreed.
I think we can all agree that it's better than when everybody was just running stretch with Eric Dickerson that year. That was
and by the way, that's why you have your current AP system and ability system. Is because of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's not that bad though, man. It is bad, but it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's got its perks, but you know, like compared to Madden 20, when you had like 3 guys on your defense or offense, like fully loaded with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like being in Madden 21, being able to spread it out a little bit more. Like, okay, going against like 7 acrobats can be annoying, but I don't know. Sometimes it's a little bit better than having a fully loaded Taylor Mays, deflating you and coming at you with Enforcer every 5 seconds. So
and I understand it from the standpoint that in real life NFL, shit happens. You get egged over 2 people, whatever. But can we agree that I think the biggest problem in this game is drop picks? You shouldn't reward bad reads. You should not reward bad reads.
Weekend league, and you're going
if you put yourself in the right position, you should make the play 100% of the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you swerve into it,
it's already way hard to user in this game versus current gen. It's just you got to make if you make one wrong stick move, then you're already out of position at that point too. I can't cover the running back to save my life, even in like when I try to use my my safeties anyway. So it's like
worst user in the
it's
world.
definitely tough. Yeah.
This guy. Nope.
Like
fight a wall.
I can
Best
take
spy in
getting
the world.
egged by
He's got
two
the best
people.
spy in the world, though. Yeah.
I can take getting egged by Calvin, whatever. I don't really care, but missing a drop pick is like the worst thing in the world. That's why I switched to pick artist. I don't even care about Acrobat. Whatever.
Yeah.
I switched to pick artist because
I'm on
at
pick
least I
artist,
know.
Because it's still it's hit or miss still.
It a little bit, but the chances are higher that you're gonna catch the pick.
Bro, I'm going back to one step. I don't care. I'm running it back with one step, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Getting super toxic. Let's go.
Oh god.
I've seen enough.
I just put 3 1-steps on, bro. I'm about to be like that again.
Battle.
He's coming out in mid blitz with 1 step ahead. Good God, I hate it.
Oh yeah.
Yimmy
That was
hates it.
obnoxious.
We love it.
He knows exactly. That's exactly what I wrote too.
Yeah, he's been in the lab.
Double A gap. Double A gap to the moon, baby.
You don't say.
Double A gap to the moon, baby. Don't hate.
But boys, the
I
next
hate.
thing.
I hate it. No, I hate it.
Hey, I
Hold on, Murphy D. Let me interrupt you. I hate it.
I hate it. No, it needs to be
Tie
said.
offset to the moon, bro. Tie offset to the moon.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
But boys, we talked about the gameplay here, and it's obviously probably the most heated thing is gameplay because that's what gets us to pull our hair out. But then yesterday, the community was collectively losing their shit because Team of the Week was how many hours did it end up being? 6 hours late? 7 hours late?
Yeah.
It was
7:45.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it was supposed to come out at 2:30.
5 hours.
Yeah, so 5 hours late on content. The community was losing their mind there. We were already on a thin leash with Kralo leaving, and there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Madden community lately. But take that out of the effect. The cards are out now. What do you guys think of the new Team of the Week cards, the 96s? Are there any cards that kind of stood out to you guys, or ones that you're going to be picking up for your team? For me, Jerry Rice, obviously.
I already spent over $1 million on Logan Ryan and Tiki Barber combined, so.
Oh damn!
It must be nice. Who do you know at EA? Because you guys got like Dexter Lawrence just now. You guys got Tiki Barber, Logan Ryan. Bro, like, does your pops work there or something, bro? Like, I don't understand. Like,
the Giants team literally went the entire Zero Chill promo with like only Nate Solder. So please bless us. Get the Giants team back where they belong, bro.
They haven't dropped a Falcon for Team of the Week at all. Maybe we had shitty weeks. I don't know, but like they just tried to drop.
White had a 93
Tiki Barber hasn't been in the game of Madden since 2007. So like I was just
bringing
so
back
happy.
Tiki Barber was cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they've had Rondé in it damn near every year. Rondé,
Yeah, and that's why I was like, bro,
it's not a family issue.
Put Tiki in there, man. So and he's solid, man. He's solid.
Nice.
But I don't mind the releases. I just feel like this year has been the most random year of like card releases. Like, why has Ed Reed got 5 billion cards already?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't think he's gonna get another card? This is only a 96 overall. He's literally gonna get another Ultimate Legend or whatever the case may be in April, whatever.
He'll probably get a 99 right outside linebacker at a position card.
Yeah,
at some point.
like I don't mind the legends being recycled 3 times, but when it comes like a 4 time, Luke Kuechly just got the Diamond Master. He literally had a 95 overall.
No shot.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, but yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Wait,
too.
what?
We'll talk about Team
That's
Diamonds.
disgusting.
We
He
will
is a
get into
96
that.
overall card in the game. Like what?
We'll get into that.
What?
It just doesn't make any sense. Randy Gregory, 94, 96, and then 90,
I feel
97.
like they pre-plan these releases, bro, and then if something crazy happens.
Look how long it took us to get a legit Devontae Adams card. He was literally the solest receiver.
Yeah.
There's gold cards that were.
Dalvin Cook is still an 86 overall, and I hate the Vikings. But he's still only an 86 overall.
Teron Matthew might go to the Super Bowl.
This is Lakers colors, baby.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's still sitting on an 89.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's still sitting on an 89.
Yeah. Honey Badger could be the defensive MVP of the Super Bowl, and he's still rocking with his core elite at this point. I think, right? It's.
I don't think he got another. Yeah, I don't think he got one.
No, he's still sitting at an 86 or 80. I think he's an 86.
I think though, still he is a front runner though. I think for the Walter Payton Man of the Year, so that could be a possibility.
Right.
Let's go.
So there are some of those guys, but I don't think you can't plan for any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Playoffs, maybe.
But
playoffs, maybe he'll get a card this
They
couple
planned
minutes.
this stuff. Like they took after around Christmas time, they took a couple weeks off, so they knew what was dropping when they came back and dropped the Team of the Week. So it's like something you already put in as a delay, you had a delay for.
They knew they had 2 Cowboys players that were getting limiteds in one day. 1 day.
Yeah. What is it? The Blake Jarwin and the
Blake Jarwin and Randy Gregory.
Is this so hard to assign? If I'm the MUT team at EA Sports. I'm assigning somebody. You have a spreadsheet. You update every time the card there's a new card for that player, specific
They're doing
player.
their best, Splash. They're doing their best. Come on.
Why the hell does Blake Jarwin have 2 cards?
Maybe
in the matter of a month.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. He's just like, oh, I forgot to look at the sheet this day. Damn.
Damn it. Oh, God. Somebody got fired over that card.
I left the sheet at home. Who needs a card? Who needs a card?
These guys don't know about Google Docs over there.
It's the NBA Live guy, bro.
I will even say this, like sometimes you almost have to think with some of the Team of the Week players that come out, it's like, okay, this guy had a phenomenal game. We got to give him a Team of the Week card. They do that. What if they had something else planned for their card? Is that then further delayed? Is that scrapped? Is that replaced by something else? You got to think about this. Sorry, I'm going to bring it up again. Josh Allen. Like his initial card was an Elite 83. He had that 91 Team of the Week. Like, you know, it's January now. Like, what if he didn't have that Team of the Week card? Like, would he have gotten one eventually? Would he have been one of the first playoff cards? Like, what would have been the plan for it? You know,
well,
like
think about
you
how
kind of got to think
long
about some of that.
People use that 83 Josh Allen, even when they were like 89, 90 overall quarterbacks.
He was the best
so
quarterback
good.
in the game, right?
I used the 91.
He really was.
I think when the game first came out, he was the only one with Gunslinger, right? Like right off the
No, he didn't even have Gunslinger.
He just had a good release. Like, and
I think people were running him at first. I thought like if you powered him up, he got Gunslinger or something. But
no, the 90 Zach Wilson, Rising Star. He was the first one to get Gunslinger. Yeah. Bro, and then Josh Allen got his 91. He was like the second one.
Remember when Daniel Jones was the best quarterback in the game?
Daniel Jones used to be the best quarterback in the game.
That was so fun, though. Daniel Jones was actually super fun. Dude, I was looking back at some of my highlights, and I was like, yo, Danny Dimes was ick.
Bro, it was Danny Dimes and then Zach Wilson were the first 2 elite quarterbacks in the game this year.
Danny's cracked in real life too.
That kind of goes to like what is it's a weird year for card releases that the elite cards, it's like who are these guys? Like what? No offense, Kov. Danny Dimes is the future, okay? We'll give you that.
Hell yeah, bro.
But it's just the inconsistency for me, you know?
He needs help.
It's just the inconsistency. Like I don't understand why none. Like why is Randy Gregory getting that many cards? Who's the biggest Randy Gregory fan? Like, you know, like
Jerry Jones.
I'm not. Jerry Jones, literally.
Who knows? Jerry Jones might have secretly bought EA and we don't know about it yet. So
I could see it. I could definitely see it happening. And guys, moving on from Team of the Week here. So I think it was kind of cool this year what they did with the voting. What are your opinions on Team of the Year voting? Being able to do that, I did it with my chat. Rigged. It was cool.
I personally like it. Like, I think it's cool that you can vote. Like, I think it's kind of cool, like, to generally get an idea of who is up for the running. Like, I generally like that. I was like, oh, okay, so this is who they have in mind for Team of the Year and stuff like that. And, like, but, like, also, like I said, it could be rigged. Like, I feel like when you, like, okay, so, like, I thought into a fact, it was like, okay, you could either put it, like, on the computer, like, if you put it on the computer, I feel like bots and shit, they can, like, take over, put in, like, really, really crazy multiple votes. But, like, they should have put in like a set like in game to where like you get a token, you could vote for this player, or like you play multiple games, you vote, you get coins for voting, something like that.
Stuff kind of deal. That would
so like you get multiple votes for if you win your games and stuff like that.
House rules token for votes. So
I like that. I like seeing like how many like who's up for debate for the Team of the Year though too. Which is cool, because like you can see like like Mac Jones, Lamar, but like, and I also feel like they can also put in a factor like, which makes me like weird to think about like, does our votes matter? Because they could be like Mac Jones hasn't gotten a card for a while. Why don't you just say Mac Jones wins it, because then Mac Jones, it would be easier to give him a card for something like that.
Can we imagine has Mac Jones thrown a pass more than 10 yards this season yet? Like, can you imagine having him as your Team of the Year quarterback? Like,
he did. Got him.
I think he had one, and it was over Trayvon Diggs in that Cowboys matchup.
Dang. So you know what? That's right, 2 Team of the Week potential players right there in that sentence alone. What do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think of the voting? Who else wants to chime in on that?
Dude, okay, here's the thing though. Brian Bulaga played 1 game. How is he Team of the Year?
Daniil Hunter didn't even play a game this year, I don't think, in the regular season. He was injured in the preseason. That's a very good point.
Lamar Jackson. Missed half the year. Darren Waller, half the year.
Yeah. Is Team of the Year now, instead of being the best players in the league, is it now who hasn't gotten a card in a while? Dump it in there?
It's the best players in MUT, maybe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of like,
and that's what it feels like.
Legend now. Yeah, exactly. They're just tossing it in there.
The one I do want to see out of that one is Ryan Ramczyk, because he hasn't gotten a card all year.
Great, man.
Who that? Is he still the 80s? Like just an 87?
He still is 86 or whatever it is.
Wow.
Like,
That's
chilling. Really chilling in my binder, waiting for an upgrade. Like,
Who's one card? I guess if we all had to pick one card, like Kov, who would be the one team of the year guy that you really want to see from that list of guys? Like
say Cordell.
Say
Cordell. Say Cordell.
Honestly, bro, I'm assuming the voting's over, right?
I don't know.
It was over yesterday. Yeah, it was over yesterday.
Get a vote in, so I don't even
You didn't even have a horse in this race.
Honestly,
not even participating, dude.
I know. Good content creator. Probably Joe Burrow, bro. I mean, Joe Burrow just kind of card, bro. Honestly, I don't know. Like, like. You guys go first. I need ideas.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Who are you thinking for your one card?
All right, I'll be biased, and I want to say Cordell Patterson because obviously I love like Cordell played 1 year in Atlanta, and I honestly think he's like a top 10 Falcon at this point. He's one of my favorites, and like I definitely love Cordell. I love Cordell being in Atlanta. Like
he's becoming a fan favorite there, huh?
Yeah, he's just like he's really nice with the fans. The fans love him. He's good.
Yeah.
Like he's electric. The things he says, like, and he wants to stay there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just happy to be there. So I like that. And then a Louis count would be cool too. Obviously, just for my Falcon theme. They don't put up enough Falcon cards. So we need to we need to figure something out about that. Like no, but like I would say those two, but like I honestly thought about it, like I wouldn't mind Lamar getting a card and me running Lamar. I ran Lamar Madden 21 for like years. And I love that card. I threw on, I think I had like Gunslinger and Hot Route Master on that dude, and I was going crazy.
The Mud Heroes card.
Crazy.
I love that card. That card was super
99
fun.
everything if you powered him up and everything.
I'm pretty sure we're getting Mud Heroes too. I think I saw.
Yeah, we are. We are definitely.
The animations leaked on.
Animation leak.
So like, it's a part 2.
Nice.
No,
it's gonna be Mud Heroes 2 or Gridiron Guardians rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gridiron Guardians.
First Gridiron Guardians would look like an L. Like I wasn't playing Madden around that time, but I was like, and I think they were like 87s and 90s, right?
There were some good cards that came out of that though.
Is that the one that had the comic art, like art?
Yeah.
I like some of the artwork. I thought that was kind of cool. Other than that, it was like
some of the cards.
Secondary artwork was good.
Yeah, some of the cards that came out of that were good, but then they became irrelevant. Like it seemed like really quickly.
Bro,
wait, this year,
Yimmy? Yeah, this year.
Yeah, this year.
Back in the game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We need.
I mean, because it was like most feared was like right around the corner for it. So a lot of those cards just kind of vanished. Like
literally.
Yeah.
Bro, we need training variety rerolls back.
We do immediately.
I think they're gonna come back.
Fun, bro. Them shits are so much fun.
And we need the exact same odds.
That's the one thing that saved Madden 21.
For the longevity of the game, literally, you need
I will defend
TVPs.
it. If they didn't have training variety pack last year, the game would have been dead.
Can we please get plus 100 stats? Like, can that just?
It's not happening though.
Can that please happen?
I don't think it'll ever happen.
Can we do a purge maybe the last week for the guys who are still playing Madden in the end of August? Can we just do a day with plus 100 stats and see how crazy and how broken it would be?
Bro,
like
sure.
We gotta feel what it's like.
Y'all remember like Madden like 13, 4, or Madden 15 where they had like the stars? You guys remember like they have like 100, 102, and they would have like the stars on the cards. You guys remember that? I don't know how long you've been playing.
I was probably playing franchise back
then, but I did know about it.
I saw Devin Hester with like 100 speed at one point.
Yeah, there were times the guys had like 102 speed.
Yeah, 102, and then like they would have like the car. They have like these they would have like little stars that would give them like the boost for the overall or something like that. Oh man, like. That's when like you could open a pack and you almost guaranteed a 99 overall, man. Like it's so crazy how much the game has changed, man. At least
what, guys? We do have plus 100 stats in Madden. You just got to go on to Madden Mobile and build your team on there. we already have plus 100 stats. It's already happened. Who wants to play Madden
they
Mobile,
ruined
guys?
that.
Let's make them ruin that.
Who in the chat playing Madden Mobile? One in the chat
when you're done talking about Madden Mobile.
If you're playing Madden Mobile, I will ban you in my chat.
Madden Mobile. I need to know.
Only the Nat McDuggets, of course. God damn it. McDuggets don't even have a cell phone. Get out of here. Stop it.
Bro,
There's no way.
He's got a split phone. That counts.
Yeah, he's
Madden Mobile.
McDuggets is playing it on a rotary phone. I'm not going to lie to you.
He's got the Motorola Razr.
Bro, I just want to throw in one thing that I think that they fucked up the most this year. And it's like it happened right from the jump. Like how bad they fucked up draft champions. It literally is the.
Oh, it's terrible.
Again, another hour-long conversation.
Yeah, you could literally go on for hours.
Yimmy's the only person who plays that mode here, right?
The cards haven't gotten an update. You literally could
Wait, the cards still haven't gotten an update?
No, it's the same initial.
We all in Discord the other night. We all went in, and bro, the highest overalls they had was from the first promo of the game with the Marlon Humphrey.
Wow.
89 superstar cards. That was it.
It was team builders. 85 team builders were like I would quarterback is an 85 team builder.
Some of my favorite Madden content to watch is watching some of the YouTubers do the MUT drafts.
Agreed.
It's a switch up from everything, bro. Because it's like it's not these God squads or like.
And it's how a lot of these guys blew up too. Like,
man. It was a coin machine. Like you literally, if you go on there and you win games, bro. If you go 6-0, I think it was last year, you were printing coins, bro. Literally.
Yeah.
Me and my friends.
It was fun.
Me and my friend Spec were doing that, dude. We would he would bring his Xbox over, I'd bring my Xbox over, and then we'd go to like draft champions, draft our team, and just go win the Super Bowl, and you would get like 100K each time.
Yeah,
it brings more casuals in the game too. It allows more fun.
They drove.
Not everybody has
out.
Not everybody has $1 million to spend on MUT. Like, thank God I'm able to make my team in MUT and how I want it and my abilities. So, like, some people can't. So, like, having that draft champions and still being able to play, like, with maybe a Joe Burr or Joe Burr or like any good quarterback, like, or any good receiver. And it's like, oh, well, like, I get to try him out finally. And if you really like that card, then you could maybe, like, save for it. It's, like, also a good thing to test out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Madden tournament. Sorry, I think my favorite Madden tournament was when they did the draft champions.
Yes, 100%.
Like it was cool.
It was so cool.
That or salary cap were the funnest ones to watch for me.
Yeah, bro. They took every casual on this game and they just pushed them out, bro. So the only people left are psychos like us, still playing weekend league every weekend.
Literally,
there are no mentally sane people still playing this game. You can't, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
It's
Yimmy, you're so calm, bro. Yimmy's hell, bro. Yimmy's calm.
I mean, he's competing
against. I'd be playing 3 weekend leagues just to get some gratification out of playing the game because I'll have one weekend where it just goes hell like, all right, we gotta run another one just so I can like. Need it, bro. Like I just need it.
Yeah, man.
I was playing weekend league. I got my 13 wins. I was like, thank God I could play Ratchet and Clank. I'm done with this shit. Like,
let's go. That was one of the things that first endeared me to Nicktana is that he said I was lurking his stream one day. This is maybe before we'd ever talked or interacted, and he said, I want to get my 16 weekend league wins and just be a baby demon. And that term baby demon was perfect because I was like around 16
baby demon
wins. And I'm like, I win most of my games, but no, I'm not going to be top 100, and I'm okay with that. You're good against the casual.
You set the bar. You set the bar. You get your bar, and it's like, hey,
peace,
I'm cool with this. And then it's like,
if I get top 100 on one account every weekend, I'm chilling.
Because I gotta think about it,
stop playing 75 weekend games.
Yeah, King Cobb. I don't know how the hell you do all that shit, bro.
It's the 4 locos. What you mean?
It
is. I have my
is.
most free time on the weekend, so like honestly, bro, like when I come from work on Thursday, like I'm ready to go. Like I'll bust on 2 weekend leagues in 24 hours. I don't care.
It's crazy. You're wild. You're making
you wild.
I was talking to Tox Covado. He's another streamer in the community, and he was talking about like how he plays multiple weekend leagues, and he's like, well, yeah, people be like throwing me like $20 to play the weekend. Like, bro, I'm just playing just to play.
Yo, Cobb, literally, can you play my weekend league sometimes?
Absolutely, buddy. Yeah, I'll play your weekend. Like, I don't give a fuck. Fucking, it sucks too. Like last weekend or the weekend before, I won 21 games on my homie Miex's account. I'm like, man. I'm happy, but like, can I do this shit on my own account, man?
Yeah, that's true. There's no redos. There's no redos in Madden.
Damn,
the only way you do it is on someone else's account. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Like I'd be sweating my ass off, and it's.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was Sunday at 6 p.m. I think I had 10 games left. I was like, I want to say like 13-2, and I was like, who can play the rest of my weekend league games and still have a decent record?
You should have hit me up, bro.
Yeah.
I was literally about to, and I finished it myself.
It sounded like you were hot. You should have just kept playing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just like the mental stability. I can't.
Bro, that's my problem. I be starting off so high, and it just fucking goes to hell. Like, I don't so quick.
I get you.
Quick, bro. Like, that when I went 21 for that week, I started 12-0, and then, like, you just lose one game, and I'm ready to fucking jump off of my roof, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you do it, because when I lose a game, I gotta like at least take like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
do
I don't
something
know, bro.
else.
Like I don't as much as we all bitch about the game. Like I have at the same time I have so much fun playing the game and streaming the game and just having fun with chat, having drinks, and just it really is. I think the best game to play as far as like with everybody we've all met in the community. I really think Madden is like the best for like the Twitch community and stuff like that. Like it's so much fun, man.
And I will say, guys, like I'm noticing and having you guys on here, the part of Madden that is enjoyable for me now, I just realized the other day, I don't really care as much about winning and losing games as I thought I did. Because there was a time where I really did care and it would get my mood down. But now it's like, I care more about hanging out with people and hanging out on other people's streams and like, you know, so the podcast for me has been a way to kind of shake off like the idea that Madden gameplay is important. Like I love the idea that I'm not going to be playing Madden tonight, other than maybe a CFM game later on, which I have to do. But
right. I'm glad you brought that up, Murphy, though, because I feel like it's super dope to see people engaging with CFM more.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting. I haven't touched like franchise mode since like Madden 16, because once I got into my Ultimate Team, I was like, okay, I don't want to touch this because I'm hooked on this. But seeing more people play CFMs and doing drafts and stuff, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get involved.
It's always the best when you do it with your boys and stuff like that. And it's like I had a group, it was me and 3 other people, and it wasn't a lot of people, but it was like we all played our games. We were all in the same division, so we played each other twice, did a fantasy draft, and it was cool. It was like a little break from MUT, because we all know how MUT can treat us and stuff like that. And then you're drafting your own players, and then it's cool because you go up against your friends. You're like, hey, how'd you get this player? He's like, I didn't even know you drafted this guy. And it's cool. You guys can relocate. Like, I think franchise mode is such a W, especially if you do it with like the dedicated people and you guys are all playing your games. And
it's
like,
hard to run. It's hard to run a 32 user CFM, but it's slowly.
Oh my God, it's gotta be hell. Like every time I think about running a franchise, I'm like 8 tops. I'm like 8 tops. Get an AFC division, NFC division. Then you know if these are like gotta be the most 8 dedicated people ever. Like I don't know how people do 32 teams. I remember like I forgot it was last year, but people were doing like a content creator franchise thing, and there was 32 people, and that draft took forever.
Yeah. Yimmy's been in Pigskin Junkies before. Yimmy's played in like some of the
that was the I remember that was probably like the toughest one I've ever had to be in, because we had Colt 45, Zan Madden, CJ Sauce.
Oh man, that's just not sound fun.
That's hell.
D Grizzle was in it, like, and I'm like, first of all, why am I in this? Like, they all pushed me into it.
Yeah, comp Yimmy, man.
20s, so I'm like, all right, like, honestly, I'm kind of glad I did it. Did I get my ass kicked a lot? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, like, it was kind of, and actually I did surprise a few people a few times, like, probably beating Up and Adam Gaming was probably one of the biggest highlights. I will say that. He beat me 2 other times though, but that one that I had, played against B-Guard. I beat him twice, actually. That shouldn't have happened.
Nice.
And then the game that I actually beat Colt 45 actually was probably like another highlight.
I didn't even know.
Colt 45 was playing in the Mutthead thing tonight that Adam was commentating earlier, so that's a big one. He's good.
And but being in the same division as Zan, like I was the Bills, he was the Patriots.
Yeah.
Playing Zan twice a year was not fun. I even remember like it was towards the end of the season. The game was in Buffalo, and it was a snowy game. And he's messaging me in Discord. He's like, dude, I'm leaning up against the screen so I can see. I'm like, great, I got lean in Zan going on right now. Like usually he's like laid back, whatever. He's like, I'm like, he's leaning in. I'm fucked. My biggest accomplishment was the one game that we played. I was up 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. I called it that was my Super Bowl right there. I'm like, I have the lead against Zan after a quarter.
Yeah,
I did it.
Let's go, man.
Until you got the lead in there.
Every time I recognize a gamer tag and play against the Sweat and I get up 10-0, it always just ends in heartbreak. It ends poorly. So you got to savor those little moments, you know. But
bro, that's why like every time I play weekend, like I tab everyone because I ain't trying to play any of y'all. I ain't trying to.
Dude, multi-twitch is.
I've noticed so many people doing that, dude. Like I was watching Mazomatic, and he was just like waiting in queue, and he's like, somebody's like play a game. He's like, you think I want to play against like Florida Rat? He's like, no, I don't want to play against Florida Rat. No. He's like,
you match up with me, run mid blitz, and I'll quit out immediately.
Dude, I have Tom tabbed up all the time. I have Sachi tabbed up all the time. I'm not trying to play those dudes.
Can I say I have a weird.
This dude don't smile ever. I ain't playing. This dude
if you don't smile on stream, I'm not playing you.
Bro, if you guys
says 3 words in each game, I ain't playing.
This dude
doesn't blink either.
Cold, bro.
Yeah.
He's
ice cold, man.
Dude was stone cold. They zoomed in on his face.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah. I love watching him play though, man. Yeah, you know what though? Like I have this weird thing where people. KC Chiefs being one of them who's in the chat right now, who's a demon who's playing non-current generally in the year to make coins. I get tabs opened up for me because nobody wants to beat my ass down when I'm streaming. So I get people who set up pity tabs for me, which is a great thing. Like it's like they're looking to see if I'm on because they're like, oh shit, I don't want to lurk Murph because I'm gonna beat him down and he's streaming right now. I get the guys like Millie. I get all kinds of guys on current gen.
Hey, Murphy comp though now, man. I see you
here.
Murph
doesn't exist.
He's so nice, bro, and he doesn't give himself enough credit. I can't beat this.
No, he doesn't.
I play Murph like 3 or 4 times. I can't fucking beat this
on
dude.
current gen, bro. On current gen.
Murph is hell. Murph has some defense, bro.
Murph
has some defense, bro.
Tier on current gen.
Everybody has defense on current gen, man. The user is like 4 times more overpowered than what you guys have in next gen.
Bro, your offense is fucking insane.
I appreciate it. I mean, thank you. This is the whole point of the podcast is to big me up, guys. Honestly,
yeah.
That's why I brought you on. People to compliment you.
Yeah.
But boys,
I'll invoice you the $20 later.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And guys, we've made it through the Madden portion of the podcast here. Now I'm not going to keep you guys for a whole bunch of time. We have some rapid fire type questions here coming up. So to get to know you guys a little bit more as people, as content creators. First one here, I heard Four Locos mentioned earlier. What is the beverage of choice, whether it's an adult beverage or whether it's a like me, I'm sipping my coffee right now with a little bit of pumpkin spice flavor. It's nice. Nicktana, I think I already know what yours is. What's your beverage of choice,
dude? Like, okay, so it's
that's a weird way to start.
Okay, dude. Okay, all right. So, man, hold on, give me. All right, so like, okay, listen. I stepped my toes into seltzers, bro. So first it was White Claws. Chat, relax. Chat, relax. Guys, relax. Listen.
Chat away for a minute.
We got the White Claw kingdom. We got it in the bag or whatever. But guys, we've been on Trulies. Trulies are W's. Bud Light hard sodas. These things, W's. So it's seltzers for me, bro. Like, so I try like all the seltzers all the time. So like we got a random Truly margarita right here. We have the hard soda, so it's just like anything seltzer for me. Like seltzers are hell. So
yeah. I had a White Claw weekend. My first time trying a White Claw, and it was probably from Nicktana and from every other streamer. Everybody drinking them, and I went up to the cottage and I was like, well, I could drink a bunch of beer and feel bloated and tired, or I could hydrate myself, get all these vitamins that I assume are in these seltzers because it's healthy. And black raspberry like White Claws, like or whatever, like raspberry White Claws.
Bro,
like,
they're so fire.
The cherry ones.
Murph, you're so cute right now.
Yeah, fantastic. I went out the next day. I was like, I'm buying more. We literally bought out
the lime.
The limes literally taste like Sprite.
You don't like the lime?
No.
Yo, the lime was nice.
No.
Mango's fire. I think all the flavors are fire.
And I will give Yimmy his credit because Yimmy did put me on to Trulies because he had a wild berry Truly. I think it was him or somebody else, and he put me on. I was like, Trulies, Trulies are way better than Claws. I'm gonna just say that's the stamp.
I think I know all of your drinks, to be honest. This is more for the chat here. I know what all of your guys' drinks are chosen. King Cov, what is yours? I think you might have an emote with your drink.
I do. The Bud Heavy.
I'm gonna try and pull it up for the chat right now.
I'd be mixing with Bud Light, Bud Heavy, whatever store has 18 packs. Whatever store, like either if it's 18 a Bud Heavy or if it's 18 a Bud Light, I'm just like, the shit tastes the same to me, man.
Let's go. And in the States, a Bud Light is what percentage alcohol is that? Is it 3%?
I think it's 5%. 5%.
No, there's no shot. That's a Canadian.
There's no way.
Budweiser.
It's like 4.
Is it
4.5 maybe?
Is it?
Yeah,
I just drink this shit, bro. I don't really pay attention.
He doesn't look. He just drinks it.
See, I thought
the Four Loko, bro. The Four Locos were 13%, man. Them shits were hell.
I'll go into Cove's chat and I'll literally just be like, hey, he's like, get a drink for me real quick. He pulls up his little bar thing and he's like, all right, I got you. And then go back to the game. It's so funny, bro. I'm like, this dude's hell. Like I'll pull up his stream on my stream. I'm like, dude, guys, look at this dude. He's hell. I'm like, get a drink. I got you, bro.
The bar overlay might be one of the top 5
Tony's down the field for a 70-yard bomb. I'm like, this dude's amazing.
Yeah, I thought Kov was gonna say Hypnotic was his favorite drink, so I'm 1 for 2 with my drink.
The Hypnotic story is fucking god tier, bro.
I'll tell it. Can I tell it again one more time? I feel
you
like
can tell it as many times as you want. We can write a fucking book about it.
It sounds good. So and this came up on Kov's around the Yellow Horn as well. But my first ever time being in Kov's stream was probably around 6 a.m. I was getting ready for work. Normally I'm looking to watch some chill streamers. Not looking to get too rowdy at that time of day. And somebody must have raided into his channel there, and he's already in the bag. He's probably finished off an 18-pack at this point. He's toast. I think he had funneled the last couple of them, and he's like, kind of like burping / half throwing up as he finishes each sip. And then he has no more beer left, so he pulls out this bottle of Hypnotic, like circa probably 2005, back when it was like in the rap videos. And he pours the contents of the Hypnotic bottle into the funnel. and proceeds to finish it off. And I don't know, it's probably like 20%. It's not crazy, but
That is gross.
I think it was 17%.
But that's enough to do damage. And this was already when probably legally he probably isn't allowed to be on Twitch at this point. And that was my first impression of him. And I was
my window at the time, like literally, bro, the sun's up. Like I'm just like, man, I got issues, bro.
Yeah, Cobb, you're a legend, man. And honestly,
thanks,
it's
man.
just
I
always feel glad in the morning that I'm drinking coffee and I'm not in your situation at 6 a.m. and right when I'm about to go to work.
Listen, the second I send a raid off or get off or whatever, bro, it's high. I go in the kitchen and we recover. It's instant recovery, man.
Instant recovery.
You ain't gonna pick up the 15 cans of Budweiser first, bro? Come on.
Nah,
Dead soldiers.
We'll get there when we get there. When I start the next night, I'll just wrap it all together and get it. I'll set the new case down, cans out.
Love it. And Yimmy, your beer of choice, because I'm assuming it's a beer because you got a full out bar set up and keg set up in there. What's your go-to?
Awesome.
We have got a built-in wall kegerator and full bar. So
Great.
I have just about everything you can think of.
Wild,
Go-to is beer. Labatt Blue Light. It's probably my favorite. I do like some IPAs every now and then.
Yeah.
Do enjoy bourbon, whiskey. Sipping on the rocks.
Yeah.
Summertime, I get a little glitchy. Yes, I do enjoy like a glass of like chilled white wine. I will go for a seltzer. Labatt Blue actually came out with their version of seltzers, so I'm onto those now instead of the Trulies. And then my glitchy drink of the summer. Write this down. Take a like some kind of like lemon vodka, like an Absolute Citron, on the rocks with a couple of splashes of lime juice. Sip on it. I'm telling you, it's so good.
Citrus,
super
vodka,
good
couple splash of lime juice. Are we doing like?
Are you really writing this down?
I'm actually writing this down. Yimmy, no, I'm not. This is my.
He's ready for it.
This is where I write down.
Absolute Citron on the rocks with a little bit of lime juice.
Clip it for
I'm telling you guys, sip on it for forever.
Murph, what is it gonna take for a junk stream, bro? What is it gonna take?
Bro,
what is it gonna take?
It'll take my
stream.
job. It'll take my dignity. It'll take everything for me. I know that.
If I have to drop a 50 bomb, I'll drop a fucking 50 bomb. If it means.
Oh my god, no! It would take it basically it would have to replace my current job with that much income because I would lose my job if I did another drinking stream, guaranteed. It's
just do a sipping stream. You'll be alright.
I have done a couple spontaneous sipping streams and yeah, I realize now after COVID and not being able to go out for like the last couple years like so much that my tolerance is not what it was even 2 years ago. Like I do a sipping stream, I'll have like 2 tall boys. I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling good right now. Woo! But man, it's the drinking stream is one of the most iconic moments of my career, and probably the first time I ever deleted a VOD, and I've been deleting VODs ever since. So a lot was accomplished that day.
Oh
for sure.
my god!
I could only imagine, bro.
Bro, I'm so glad. I hope that nobody's got blackmail material on me with those clips that were created that night. I'm sure somebody was recording on their phone or something.
Was that when you first started, or was that like the first 2 months?
That was probably. I want to say I probably started streaming in May, and that might have been. It was on my summer break, so it was probably in June or early July. So it was like maybe 2.5 months in to my streaming career, and Fendler had been doing a couple big drinking streams lately, and it seemed like all the boys were firing up like drunk streams. So I was like, I might as well.
Saturday night Fendler drunk streams,
yeah,
man.
and I had the house to myself. I just got back from the cottage. I'd driven back on my own. My wife was staying up for an extra day with her family, and I was like, you know what? Let's kick back here. I had the AC kicked up. I had I streamed downstairs because the attic at that point had no AC, and I was like always super sweaty and like dying every time I streamed. So I was like, let's enjoy the house. Not knowing that on my PS4 camera, like sitting on the couch in a new location, that my short shorts, like my quads were fully revealed, like by the cutout on the face cam, so you can see my thighs.
Murph streams,
Pixar, it's not real.
It was
bring back floating head Murph streams.
Save lives.
Man, they were fun.
For science.
They served their purpose, but at the same time, how much fun is it streaming on like a decent set? It's not bad. It's pretty good. Making the upgrade is nice.
Y'all don't know how hell attic setups are. It's so fucking hot in attics, dude.
Bro, it's terrible. I see you have a portable AC unit right there in your window.
I had to, bro. My computer was overheating and shit. My shit was cooking, bro. I'm up here cooking.
Seriously,
Mark was doing that too. I remember a couple crashes he had.
Oh, it was nasty, and yeah, my computer was like I could cook an egg on that thing at the end of a stream. It was brutal, but yeah, always say the most important thing, like the PC's nice, all the stuff that I've added to the stream setup is nice, but that portable AC unit that I have in the background is by far the most important part of the setup. 1000%. Now, Splash, what is your refreshment of choice here? We've covered the other three. Yours is the only one that I don't know, so I'm excited.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the claws, man. I like casual claws in the summertime. I just feel like it's. I never get a hangover drinking claws.
Yeah.
And it's like water. You can down like 3.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
You can down like 3 in like 10 minutes and you're good and you're feeling tipsy but like I like a good rum and coke. I like a good rum and coke. I like a good rum and lemonade. If it's like if it comes to hard liquor, I don't.
Now that's glitchy. I haven't heard of that before.
Get rum, the Minute Maid lemonade that you get from like the freezer that you have to freeze. Yeah. So put a bit of that in there. Put a couple bitters and then mix it with water. Perfect in the summer.
Damn. Okay.
Cool.
Like a rum slushy almost then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And the same thing with lime, like the limeade. Doing something like that too with
literally,
Yep.
So rum and lemonade, but hard liquor of choice. I like rum and vodka. I know people don't like vodka really, but vodka's like super easy for me to get down.
Vodka's
but for a lot of people,
it's not.
not.
Thing for me. I feel like everybody in high school, you get a bottle of
vodka and orange juice.
It's always vodka. It was like I had like a lot of like Polish friends in high school, and they're like, "Oh, I just found this 75% Polish vodka. Like let's try this out." And it was never good. Or there was like the flavored vodkas.
Of course, it was never good.
Yeah, it was never good.
Straight vodka is never good.
Oh, see, that's the thing. So many people say that. Maybe I'm Russian, bro, but like so many people say that. But like I find vodka is the easiest for me to get down, even over rum.
Really?
But I just don't drink it often. Yeah.
No, if I did a shot of like straight vodka, like the inside of my mouth is numb, my throat, I'm getting sick just thinking about it. And it's just like.
Hey, it makes cleans you up though, right?
Yeah. Like, the face you get too,
like don't get me wrong, like I could drink like a vodka and tea, and like I mentioned my my gimlets that I drink, that's what it's called. Like I could do that, but not like straight vodka. No, I can't.
Now if you're getting fancy with it, like Ciroc pineapple, that is so good.
Ciroc fucks.
Yeah, Ciroc is really good.
Ciroc fucks. I like that. There you go. That's a new tagline, guys. I think we just nailed it. That's perfect.
Ciroc, bro.
Yeah, boys, I got another question here, and this is so. Last week I asked this question too to the guys: best fast food joint, but I'm kind of what I'm getting at is in your area. It could be in your region, in your state, in your hometown. Like, is there a really good fast food joint that not everybody might necessarily know about? Or if you like McDonald's, that's fine too, because that's my choice. I like McDonald's. Okay.
To be basic, man, like I don't even know. Could you consider like Chipotle fast food? Because I eat Chipotle once a week. Like I love me some Chipotle.
Luch said that last week. Luch said Chipotle too. Let's go.
Like I don't think like Chipotle's super disgusting for the most part. And then like I like adding the double chicken and stuff, so it's cool. Like if we had to think like pure fast food, like I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell's the way I am, bro.
As long as nobody says Burger King, as long as nobody says Burger King, we're good.
Yeah, we'll be fighting. Yeah.
I don't know about no Burger King, man. Like the 10-piece nuggets for $1, that is not meat. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you eat.
It's soylent green. It's soylent.
Like let me get 5 10 pieces. Like okay, yeah, you
wait. So did you guys? Because we're Canadian, everything comes like 2 years later. Did you guys really get Taco Bell wings in America?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. That's wild.
No shot. What is a Taco Bell wing?
I don't like Taco Bell either, Yimmy. Like,
is it just like wings at Taco Bell? That sounds
it literally is just Taco Bell wings. Like they have wings, and I'm pretty sure it's like. Okay, I'll let you talk in a second. I forgot exactly what it is, but like I heard like people actually liked them. Like I don't know, I haven't tried them yet, but they're real.
Yeah, and who else wants to chime in here with so Taco Bell? Honestly, I like the cheesy gordita crunch. That's a pretty damn good sandwich.
That's the only good thing on there.
Yeah, it's good, and the Doritos Locos tacos are alright too. I'll say that.
5-layer burritos, hell.
Yeah,
I will chime in on this one. So when you live in Buffalo, the last place you go to for wings is any fast food place. Like you're not doing it. So wings are different. There's no effing way I'm going to Taco Bell and ordering wings. And if I do, I'm not enjoying them.
Yeah.
But honestly, like as far as like fast food goes, like I don't eat like a lot of like fast food. Overall, maybe McDonald's or just any place that has a $1 chicken sandwich. Like I'm here for it. I will get like breakfast fast food over like dinner fast food. If that makes sense.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. But going on to the taco conversation, I'm a Mighty Taco guy. You come to Buffalo, Mighty Tacos like our kind of like like a local chain, if you will, for fast food. That's gonna be like my go-to. Like the wife and I will get Mighty Taco more than like any other like local, like any other like nationwide chain of fast food places. So.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm thinking of a taco story of my own here, where we had a place in Waterloo, which is like just outside of about an hour outside Toronto, where I went to college, and there was a place called Ethel's Lounge, and it had Taco Tuesday.
$2 tacos.
$2 tacos, yeah, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, $2
For those that don't know, me and Murphy went to the
Yeah.
same school, but like
Laurier
a couple years apart.
Golden Hawks, baby. Let's
Nice.
go.
Let's
Actually,
go.
You're
That's
wearing
awesome.
the Golden Hawks colors today, Splash. I like
Yeah,
it.
basically.
I respect it. Yeah, the purple and gold. And I do think I picked that school like subliminally because they had Vikings colors. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure that actually played a factor in. But they had Ethel's Taco Tuesdays, $2. You get 4 tacos. They're just bare bones.
Give me one
ground
second.
beef and a little bit of cheese, maybe a little bit of lettuce on them, and you just put a line of hot sauce on them. And at my house, I lived with like at that point when I lived close to Ethel's, I had 9 dudes living in my house, and basically we were trying to have the house record. I ate 42 tacos, all with hot sauce on them. In one sitting.
My God.
They're tiny. I ate 42 tacos. I was much skinnier than I am now, guys. And I drank a pitcher of beer, and then I got up, and there was a Tim Hortons right across the street from Ethel's Lounge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Tim
and I went out and
Hortons,
I
Timmy
got
Ho's,
6.
Let's go.
I got 6 donuts, and I ate those when I got home. I don't know what.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
different back then. I was built different. I was still hungry. Yeah, it was
Jesus
nasty.
Christ.
Who else is up next? So we got Yimmy spot. We got Nicktana spot. Who else has a fast food joint? Cobb, what do you got out there?
I
in your
don't
neck
like
of the
particularly
woods?
get it a lot, but like one of my favorites, just because it's so pricey, is I fucking love Panera, bro. Panera is my shit.
Wow,
Wow.
that's classy.
Is that really fast food though?
That's not.
It's a drive through.
You guys
Okay.
have tried
I've
Panera?
never-
yeah,
I've
but it
never
takes
had
10
a
minutes to
drive-through
fucking
Panera.
They're really
Bro,
fast.
Wow.
It's
Never.
mine's pretty quick, bro. I mean, I don't know about y'all's, but I love, bro. I fucking love Panera. I don't get it a lot, but like when I always forget about it 'cause it's like a half-hour drive, and I'm like, fuck, Panera sounds good. And I'll go.
Dang. So, Cobb, you're
Damn.
drinking 18 packs of Bud Light, and you're eating at
Eating
Panera.
fucking
This
bread
is
bowls.
the duality of King Cobb. That's so classy. Because that's like where I would go like for a date with my wife.
Yes,
Back
I was-
before we
yes,
were married, we'd hit up the Panera by our parents' house. Like that would be like a date night for us. It's ours in Toronto. Our Paneras are like kind of like it's definitely not like a sit down with a server kind of thing. You still serve yourself at the front,
Right,
but
right.
it's nice. Like it's like where people go and they get their MacBooks and they sit down and they
Yep,
do their
yep.
work,
Yeah.
or do their fancy
And then
stuff. Yeah.
And then for breakfast, I got Mama and Papa Code, man. They got their own cafe, man. So when it comes to breakfast,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? My
There you go.
parents,
Okay.
they've had a restaurant for over a decade now, man. They're doing really well. So
That's
you know,
incredible.
Very nice.
my mom, I always try to leave her something because, like, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm not like, I know my parents, they gonna like let me pay for my breakfast, but it's like
Yeah.
I'm not supporting you. I'm supporting the small business during these tough times. So
Hey,
I'll
let's
like
go.
sneak
Those
back
be
there.
the
I'll throw
those be the
20 in
places with the
drawer.
best eggs too. I'm
Yeah, bro,
telling you,
listen,
man.
if any of y'all come up here, bro, I'm gonna take you guys to Mama and Papa.
Oh
It's,
my
it's
God.
awesome, man.
On my
It's
I'm
way.
in.
On
I'm
my way.
in.
Tell me
That's
when.
awesome, man.
Tell me when.
100%. Honestly, like there's nothing like there's great Michelin star chefs out there in the world, but like my favorite thing is get a flat top grill, somebody who can fry some shit up on a flat top
that's-
grill,
yep.
and I will never not enjoy that meal. Like
Yeah,
that's,
you guys would love it, man.
That's
you guys
my
would love it.
kind of spot. Okay, Cobb, I'm definitely setting that up. Next time I'm in your
Hell yeah,
area,
hell
we're
yeah.
doing it for sure.
Good, man.
So Splash,
Sounds
what's
good.
for the Canadians? What do we even have? I was trying to think about this last week.
Man, so that's funny. I was trying to think of like Canadian specific fast food places, but there's not much.
Like Tim Hortons
I don't
ass.
think.
Don't even say Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, it's
go
ass.
to man.
Oh.
I just like McDonald's, man. I like a good. Do you
Yeah.
guys have junior chickens in America?
Oh yeah. Well,
Junior
you
chickens.
guys don't have junior chickens.
Wait, what?
They don't
They
have
have
junior
probably
chickens.
mega chickens. It's like 4 times the calories and humongous.
What are you
and
talking about
genetically
at
altered.
McDonald's? I mean, they have like
Yeah.
$1 chicken sandwich. It's the
Yeah, we just have a
Okay, so it's probably the
McChicken.
same
Oh.
thing. So it's
Probably
like
the same thing,
junior
yeah.
chicken is basically a McChicken,
Is it a
but
dollar?
like smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah, it's like $1.50, whatever. It's $1.50.
Yeah, it's $1 here.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably,
Bro,
the
yeah.
same thing then. They
Used
just
to
call
be
it
like
like chicken.
$1.35.
If I'm
and then
going to
they keep
McDonald's,
adjusting the
bro,
price.
it is straight dollar menu. I don't know
Yeah,
how
bro, that's
people
the
go
thing.
to like McDonald's.
That's-
People
yeah,
go to
hey,
McDonald's and getting like
Facts.
$7 sandwiches. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, bro?
You know
Yeah.
what? No.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate when like you're eating McDonald's and it just feels like you're eating McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
those are the
America,
chicken
dude.
sandwiches. Yep.
like
Yeah.
you just feel like a piece of like you know you're eating garbage and you just feel like
Yeah.
it. Like sometimes like you eat it and it's like
Yeah.
it's fresh.
You just
I-
know
I'm-
you're
sometimes it'd be
eating
food
I'm
that's
guilty.
in there.
I'll get it after hockey. Like on my way back from hockey on Monday nights, it's like close to 1 a.m. I'm like, give me 4 McChickens to go. I'm
Yeah.
out. You know, and
Shit's
then,
been
Yo,
Yeah,
the
for
McDonald's is the
fucking 2
best
hours.
like after midnight food. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's fast. Like if I get it with Uber Eats, like I swear, my wife and I, we've been trying to cut back on the Uber Eats, but we got McDonald's at like 2 a.m. and it was in 18 minutes from placing the order. It was at our front door, and I was loving it.
Love it.
Like we do live like we could have walked there in 2
Loving
minutes,
it.
but it's incredible.
Yeah,
It's
but
so good.
other than McDonald's, bro, when I used to live downtown, Murph. So when I used to live downtown, I ordered Chick-fil-A probably like once every 2 weeks.
Nice.
Chick-fil-A was a huge for me. Five Guys, I love Five Guys. Five Guys is like my spot.
Yeah,
Like
they
I
got
need
Five
to
Guys
go
in
there.
Mississauga when I was growing up.
You
like,
eat
which
once
is
in a
you eat
while.
outside
five you eat
Toronto.
Five Guys though. You stuck on the couch, bro. You ain't getting up. That's a greasy
Yeah.
burger.
That's
bro.
true.
That's
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 facts.
burgers and fries. You
I
better
remember
call it a day.
Small guys.
First time and first and last time, my wife and I actually got Five Guys together. She won't eat it. She's like, the bag is so greasy. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I'm like, just
see-through.
hold it up. I'll catch them underneath. You know, it's
That's
like
the
Bro,
just
but
hold
like
it to the
Simpson,
bag. Like
isn't
I'm
he?
here
Doesn't he-
for it.
You gotta
And
rub
she's
the
like,
food on the wallpaper, and if it turns transparent, you can eat it. That's the key.
Yeah, it's your window to good food.
I just never had a bad experience there, and like the way they treat your fries, like they put the fries in, they fill it up, and then they put another freaking scoop of
Yeah.
it. Oh, you got
If
me
you-
hooked,
if
man.
you
They
order
gotta
a
like
large
slam the
fries
bag
there-
down or the box down, and then they load them up again.
Yeah.
That's how
If
you do it. That's
if
how you
you
do it.
order a large fries at Five Guys, you're psychotic because the small is freaking humongous. Like, and I can eat a lot of food, but they go crazy with it. And you know, it's funny because I don't know if they still do this now. I haven't been to a Five Guys in a while, but they have they only
peanuts?
cook with peanut oil there, right? They got the peanuts there,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I used to work landscaping, and we did like cemetery maintenance, and there was a Five Guys that we would go out. We would take long lunches because we were municipal employees. We would take long ass lunches, you know how it is. And we would go to Five Guys, but one of my buddies was like super anaphylactic, allergic to peanuts, so he would always have to sit out in the truck, and we would go in there and have like a nice hour and 15-minute lunch. He'd be baking in the freaking pickup
You
truck.
left,
with
looking
you
out
the-
the
left
window
your boy
like,
in the truck.
we left our boy in there. I swear he was also a vegan too. So I mean, it was he was down. Bad. He was down.
Imagine
bad
he's like,
multiple
"Wow,
ways.
you guys could eat with me." Nah.
Yeah, no thanks.
If he's vegan, he just eats the grass clippings while you guys are eating burgers. Like,
Exactly.
all right, that makes
Enjoy your
sense, so.
quinoa salad, bro. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Screaming out the
The
window.
only
"Give
thing
me a
is,
salad!"
Five Guys,
What?
like, is Five Guys fast food when they cook it in front of you, and it's like $30 the whole meal.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what,
I
that's
mean,
what. That's
that
what I
is
think
true.
about Chipotle. Chipotle don't really have a drive-through, but they have like mobile ordering, and it is fast, but it's not like it's like as disgusting as like a McDonald's.
I
or,
love
like,
Chipotle too,
the
man. I've been
like,
craving
it's
Chipotle.
really
There's
good.
some
Like
fast food places that aren't even that fast anymore. You know,
Yeah.
it takes forever. So,
Nobody
like,
wa-
we have a
nobody wants to
Wendy's
work,
by
bro.
us that
Nobody
takes
wants to work.
forever. to
Taco-
get.
Nobody wants to
Taco
work,
Bell-
bro.
Taking your
Taco
bacon
Bell
every time.
Taco Bell
Yeah,
2 a.m.
facts,
is the
bro.
worst, bro. Because you know you want Taco Bell at 2 a.m., but
Bro,
you waiting in line for about 35. Get a video pulled up.
Bro,
Like,
you be going into these places. There's 3 fucking people working. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on, man? It's
Yeah.
terrible.
my
True, that's what
grocery store has
McDonald's is
been
never short-staffed.
terrible. My grocery store has been terrible. Carts everywhere, one
Yeah.
register. I'm like, what is happening? I was like, get me on the bags, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that, honestly. Like, well, if you're going to a place, like, honestly, in Canada, I don't feel like there's anywhere where they really bag your groceries for you anymore. Like, at least not the place I go. You got to go to the fancy grocery
Longos.
stores. See, Longos. Come on, man. That's the
Fortinos.
classy stuff. Okay, these are high end. These are high. I remember I once went to Longos and they have like a salad bar. And this again when I was landscaping, we would buy lunch every day. And I was at a Longos. They had a salad bar and it had like it had like shredded beef and stuff too. And you just get one container, you fill it up, you take it to weigh it. And then you pay for it, and I swear I was loaded up with all the beef. I just thought it was like whatever you can fit in it. It was a flat rate. I went there, it was like a $35 salad at a Longo's. I was like, never again will I eat there. 'Cause I shoved it full of meat. I didn't realize it was how dense it is. You know, I thought it was just
It's hilarious.
And I know
Yeah.
you ain't gonna be like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm
you just
gonna-
like
let me throw this beef back
you
in.
swipe your debit card and you're sweating. I know those.
You know those
beef-
situations you just gotta take the L. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
got
You
to.
just.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, this is my choice. I gotta live with it now. But man, so I got a couple final questions here for you. You guys are doing an incredible job here. These are specific to your channel here. Okay, so first thing I want to say here, and some of you guys, oh, what the hell? Some of you guys might not have this issue. I have this issue. I'm not going to chime in. I already told you guys McDuggets is my worst mod. Who is the worst mod in your channel? If you had to pick one mod who just, like, why does he have a sword? Like, why is he getting everybody riled up? Who would it be if you had to? You can abstain from this question, but I would prefer that you don't.
He's gonna be mad at me, but Big Sav is definitely my worst mod, bro, because he be changing the titles and shit, and I ain't been looking. Like one night he changed. It was like right when the Steelers won a game, and like I didn't realize for like an hour my title had like go Steelers or something like that. Fuck the Giants or just some slander like that. He be changing my titles to like just crazy shit, just absolutely crazy shit, and like just fucking with my because I'll put like the weekend league title. Record of my title, and he'll be just putting some crazy shit in there, and I don't even realize it'll put it like at the end, so like I won't see it, and then at the end of my title it's just some bullshit. Like I'm like, and now
you would never know when you're locked in.
Not only is he a mod, he's an editor too, but I'm like, he'll be mad at me. I'm getting out. He's right now. He's I was like, he's typing it up right now. I already know. He pissed at me. He pissed at me right now. I can already tell.
So. For me, I have, my friend group is basically my mods, and this is like the closest people that I talk to on like a day-to-day basis. Like I'm very particular with my mods and stuff like that. Most of my friends or content creators I'll make them like VIPs or whatever. But anyway, like most of my friends are mods, but like I hate them all the same. To be honest, bro. Like I love them to death, bro, because like they're really honest with me, they're really strict with me and stuff like that, and I love that they keep me level-headed and shit like that. But like as like mod duties, like sometimes they just be slacking. Like you guys know they have that mod or it's like I started my shit just chatting. I don't know what you guys do. I started just chatting. Maybe I'll go over some pictures, go over some new cards, whatever. I'm switching into a game of Madden. I'm not even thinking. My shit's on just chatting for like 2 hours. I'm like, yo, nobody told me. And then they all get in chat. They're like, ha, LOL, ratio, you're from Ohio. And I'm like, bro, I hate you all. Like, what are you? Y'all have a job, bro. Like, y'all have one job. And then I always joke around and I'm like, what do I pay y'all for? And then they just like, and then they complain about the channel redemption. So I pretty much hate them all the same, but I love them at the same time because they're like, they're the boys, bro. They're my boys. They hype you up the most, and they also keep you level-headed. But when they say I'm from Ohio, bro, it's like, all right, we get it. We get it. We got corn. All right, we get it.
Let's go. Who's chiming in next year? And now, basically, to answer this question, you have to either duck it or you gotta know somebody who can take it. Because sometimes our worst mods are the ones with the thickest skin. You know, that in McDuggets' case, this guy doesn't even have a conscience. So. Yeah, Yimmy, you're up on this one, Yimmy? You got a
I'll take it over. He was actually in the chat. He actually mentioned it. It's definitely SEAL Team. Definitely SEAL Team.
God.
SEAL Team. he likes using those stupid scare alerts at the worst possible effing time. When I'm in a game, man. I'm frustrated as hell. He'll put on the scream or the whatever the hell, and I'm just like, really? Like right now? And then, but SEAL Team has been there since day one. Like, you know, back when 2 viewers, he was number 2.
Yeah,
you know, so wild. I mean, he's been with me the longest time. So and it's one of those where it's like, yeah, he's modded by default a little bit because of all that nonsense. But you know,
it gives him a pass.
Still love him, and yeah, he uses my favorite emote right there. Then
the animal cherry emote right there. That's a classic.
Yeah,
that's a classic emote there.
You love to hate him. You love to hate. There it is, going across the screen.
SEAL Team, fantastic. The only time that I've seen SEAL Team type without spelling errors is when he's typing in emotes. So, I mean, SEAL Team, we love him around here. He's a mod in this chat, too. He gets a pass. Yeah. Splash, who are you going to put on blast today?
Yeah, you guys might not know him because he's like, he's kind of low-key, but he goes by the name of Aiden on my stream. He's a little 15-year-old kid. But like I love him to death, and by any means is he, you know, he's a bad mod, but he's still a great mod at the end of the day. But first of all, he's a Cowboys fan, and he talks about the Cowboys nonstop. And so link a Cowboys fan and somebody that's 15 years old, you just all the bias in the world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna let you finish in a second, but all my mods are fucking Patriot fans, and I do not understand. They'll come into my chat, and they'll be like, Mac Jones is the dude. The 28-3. The 28-3 is bad, bro. It's bad.
Any mod that's under like the age of like I'll say 23 is a Patriots fan and a mod. No,
Done.
that's like the worst possible combination of
That's
the world.
ban-worthy. That's ban-worthy.
But no, he's like I think it's safe to say he's actually one of my biggest supporters in there too. So he has so many channel points. He'll redeem all the dabs of hot sauces in the world. He'll redeem all this dumb shit that I don't want to do. So and now it's come to a point where I'm like, Aiden, I'm not gonna do it. No, too bad. I respect my stomach today.
Refund.
You know what I mean? So and then he literally, it's so funny because he redeemed a dab of hot sauce the other day. I'm like, Aiden, I can't, man. My stomach hurts. He's like, so why the fuck you have it then?
Hey,
I was like, shit, you're right.
it's true. You think you put so much faith in your community to not screw you over at the wrong time, but that's exactly what the channel point rewards are for. They find you at your lowest time.
They're
Food is getting
abusive with that
cashed in
shit.
at your lowest time. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I had like go ahead, Splash. Go ahead.
Sorry. And now I've gotten like a little toxic. So I got channel points that say like time out a mod for a minute. I have one for time out a mod for half an hour. And this guy just wants war with everybody, like every mod. I'm like, yo, Aiden, you got to realize you always redeem your channel points. And DT Wings, McDuggets, for example, they will fight back, and they probably have more channel points than you because they saved them up. And he's like, no, I got this. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to save you. But also at the same time, I'm not trying to make this chat any hostile, and less of a hostile environment. And he's just like, he just wants all the war every time.
That's being
it's like,
15
damn.
right there. That's being 15 in 2022. That's what it is right there. You gotta
Yeah.
the world every day. Apparently, I'm learning that from my own mods. I thought I was gonna put an age limit on my mods, to be honest, but then it just makes things so much more interesting.
I'm probably Murph's worst mod. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Cobb do be doing some shit.
I'd be just coming in and fucking to be like, hey, Dad.
Yeah, most TOS violations stem from King Cobb coming to my chat.
Yeah,
it's true,
I'm
and I
awful.
can't
If
do
you guys watch Evo, bro, I'm
so funny.
terrible.
So funny,
bro.
Funny Cobb story. He literally came into my chat. Like, I have like a weird thing with like saying like body parts and shit like that. But it's Cobb. So like he'll come in and say cock, and I'm like, oh yeah, cock. And then like some of my viewers were like, why does he get to say it? I'm like, cause it's him. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I can't control him.
like, what you mean? Like,
I'll
bro.
just come in and just say some stupid shit. Be like, bro, like I'll like do like exclamation point cock size, and there's no command. No streamer has that as an actual command. But I try to I just want to know. I asked Murphy too. I'm like, Murph, bro, what are we pack? What are we Canadians packing over there, man?
My command must have been deleted. I blame McDuggets on that one. I'm absolutely sure that I had a team check command yesterday. It must be gone. It must be gone. But boys, I feel like you guys have crushed the questions tonight. This is the last one, and I really appreciate you guys spending so much time here. I did not know that we were gonna go 2 hours and have some AV issues for a minute there, but you guys have killed it. Hey, let's go. I like it, Yimmy. Let's get the that's what she said emotes in the chat, boys. Get the emotes in the chat. Last question here, putting you on the spot here. Why should we watch and check out your channel? Because some of the time, it might be the first time that somebody in here is meeting you. Nicktana, do you want to lead us off here? Why should we check you out? Besides you being really good looking.
I would absolutely love to. So, if you guys don't know who I am, like, my name is Nicktana. I've been in the Madden community for probably since Madden 20. And I met a lot of great people in the Madden community. I love playing Madden. Whether I have a really good day or a really bad day, I just love playing the game. I love talking football with everybody. And with that being said, also I love like playing other games too. I'm a variety streamer in that aspect. I play a lot of platformers. I love Pokemon. I love anime. I have a lot of different things that I love and a lot of personality to me. And like, there's always never a dry moment in my chat. And I just love doing what I do, and I always make sure I focus on like my visuals and how I sound and stuff like that. So I feel like that's like another thing that like I really take a lot of pride in is I always want to make sure that I sound great, look great, dress great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, all that good shit. So you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
so I feel like that'd be the big thing about me, man. Like I said, I'm not the best gameplay wise, but like I feel like I'm very entertaining, and I love playing variety of games and talking football with everybody and. Everybody that comes and kicks it has a good time, and it's a great time for sure.
Absolutely, Nick. I couldn't agree more, and that's one thing I've noticed is the quality of your stream is impeccable. Like you really do take a lot of time to kind of fine tune and get those small details a lot of people would kind of miss out on. Stuff that I notice more the longer I stream. I really appreciate the quality of your stream, and a fellow podcast podcaster, is that the term? A fellow podcaster as well with the Tana's Eye View podcast.
Yeah.
So definitely check out my guy Nicktana on
I wanted
YouTube
to shout
as well.
that out too. I do have a podcast called Tana's Eye View. We don't really talk Madden on there, but I get a couple of my boys and we just love talking video games. Anything with Xbox games we're looking forward to, game reviews. We recently had an episode we were just talking about our favorite childhood like games that we played, favorite Christmases, where like we opened up that game and it was just like our favorite game all time. So like it's more of just like gaming in general, but it's also a very good listen, and definitely get to see what happens in my eye view of things when I'm not streaming and other things.
Huge W, man. I appreciate it. Well said. And now
Thanks,
on to King Cov. King Cov,
yeah,
why are we watching you in the middle of the night, staying up ungodly hours to watch you? Why are we doing it?
Honestly, man, like I'm not like if you guys know me or know me from, I'm not like a cocky person. I'm like any of like that, but like I truly believe like especially this year. I don't think any other streamer has put in the amount of hours I have on Madden 22. Like, I think when I checked, because there's a website where you can check the hours streamed on each game or whatever. Like, I've almost reached the amount of hours streamed on Madden 22 that I did last year, and it's
we're
it's only
halfway
January.
into the year. That's
so
wild.
I mean, gameplay we're getting there, bro. Like I feel like I'm just little things away from getting to that level. Like my chat knows it. They be making fun of me when I don't get top 100, but. I think it just comes on the little things. Maybe not getting so fucked up every night. That would help. But no, we have a lot of fun, man. We be partying and shit, listening to music, talking about whatever. Again, like I said, the gameplay is mid sometimes, but I truly believe like out of everyone, I put in the most hours. And whether it's sometimes 3 p.m. and I've been going for 13 hours, or I start up at 1 a.m. Whatever the case is, bro. Like a couple months ago when I was on COVID leave, like I did 2 24-hour streams in the same week. You know what I mean? So. I just put in a lot of hours, bro, and I feel like longevity wise, I think that's gonna like help because cause I be catching people like you be coming in the morning. So like I be catching people, that are either getting up or just getting home from
I've already
work
missed
or whatever
90% of your stream when I come into your stream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and that's not gonna change. I mean, obviously I have a daughter. She just turned 2, so I'm not spending time with her at work and stuff. I'm on. If I'm literally spending time with her, working, sleeping, or streaming, nothing else, bro. Like I absolutely love the grind, bro. And
nothing beats being a dad, bro. Like I fucking love being a dad too, bro.
And sometimes I'll bring her on, like if she wakes up, early or whatever, and I'll bring her on for a couple moments. But like there'll be nights, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'll stream all night, whatever, and then I'll either get her from her mom, and then we just hang out with her for the whole day, bro, and just get through it.
It's always the best too, and you already know like your kids be some like my son, like he loves me, bro. He'd be like dad, and he like.
I didn't even know you were a dad, bro. That's awesome, man.
Bro, that's crazy. He was screaming in the back. I was trying to get him on. Yeah, that's my guy, bro.
That's awesome.
No,
that's cool.
He knows it's someone else's stream. On your stream, he'd be up there on your lap, like just chilling. He'd be up there, yeah. And your daughter would be up there too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She definitely is a big part of like why I grind the way I do. Not even just streaming, just with anything, man. When you become a dad, like that's the only thing that matters. Everything else doesn't matter, bro. And so like anytime people support the stream, it's just stuff like that. It actually helps. You know what I mean? Like it really goes a long way. You don't expect any sort of donation or anything like that, but stuff like that like actually like help, especially as a single father. Like that stuff goes such a long way, man. So but yeah, that's about where I put it. Like I really think, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I know Nick puts in a lot of hours. I know Yimmy, I know you put in a lot of hours. I know it's difficult for you, Murph, to put in 12-hour streams.
I get a couple hours in a night,
Yes, I was gonna say.
And then I just wipe my hands of it and leave it to you guys.
Yes, but you got a busy schedule. But yeah, I mean, like if I have a whole day, bro. Like if I have a whole day and I don't have her, bro, I'll do a 24-hour stream just because I can. Like
Let's go. So, keep that same energy, man. When you're looking up from the top of the directory, looking down on the rest of us. 100%.
Hey,
let's go. Hey, I love it, King Kov. Well said, my guy. And Retro Yimmy. Partner Yimmy. Can I call you partner Retro Yimmy?
Partner Yimmy.
Whatever.
Just partner. Just partner. All right.
No, it's been 10 days since that happened. I'm still like in shock. It's just, shout out to all you guys for all the support and everything. Couldn't have done it without you. That's why I always say, we did it. Here's to us. It's everybody's W on that one. You're hanging out with me. I usually go on like 9:30 at night. It's supposed to be like, I don't know. It all depends on, what time the wife goes to bed. Like that's my game time. So, like to hang out, have a few drinks. We'll play some Madden, good music, marbles races. And I don't think there's anybody else on Twitch that has a better co-host than me. Everybody's here for Baby Groove.
That's true.
I think.
That's true.
Yep. That just Tiger Jet's calling for shots right now. Not right now, but he's usually an arm twister on that one. It's just one of those where it's like just good music and just you got through the day, you got done with work. Now let's hang out and let's have a party a little bit. So it's kind of like the after work party.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, and I go till I have to get up in the work in the morning then too.
Yep.
I don't know how you go so late and you got to wake up, but I guess working from home primarily might make it a little bit easier, but
it is a little bit easier when you don't have to like get up and take a shower and put on pants and all that stuff. So.
Pantsless Zoom calls, guys. That's a disaster waiting to happen right there. But Yimmy, well said, my guy. Yeah, I've enjoyed the vibes in your chat. One of the first streamers that I followed on this platform, so it's great to see you accomplishing a lot of those goals that might not have even been goals when you first started streaming in the first place. So
not even consideration.
It was time. It was time. Exactly. Yeah. As good things always do, they happen when they're supposed to happen, for sure. And
if I can throw in something real quick, I just want to say, like, Yimmy's just super supportive too. Like, I always see him in like everybody's chat, and like they'll be like, I remember this moment specifically, and I still remember his name. It's like XY Cyclone, and he came in the chat for the first time, and he was like, "Hey man, can you hit me with a follow?" And like, I know sometimes you're like, whatever, but he was like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "For sure." And then I was like, and then he shouted him out, and he's like, "Everybody go hit him with the follow." And he had like,
that dude was actually really cool. Yeah,
and he had like a little bit of followers. I remember talking to him and following him on Twitter and making sure I checked up with him. It was like a really cool moment. And like, you always see Yimmy in other people's chats and always making sure he's checking up on Twitter, like just. Like, I mean, it's awesome.
Before I started streaming, I was a Twitch viewer, and I still am. Like, I spend a good amount of time on Twitch.
I remember watching your Around the Alahorn, and I remember you talking about like how just the rebranding of the logo and stuff like that. Just like I think where we all stand is where I think is awesome is like where we started. You know what I mean? Whether it's just bare bones setup or bare bones, follower count, and just where we are now, like it's just crazy, bro. And like
everybody, I've looked at everybody awesome, here, and like I can notice everybody growing. Like I knew who Splash Bros was from like when I first saw him, and like just even seeing like me just like coming through a little bit more. I've noticed like the mic change, like the mic improvement, the setup in the back, like the little change. The branding is so cool with like the Mario. Like I love it. Like I've noticed everybody in a way growing. You know.
Hey, thanks, awesome, guys.
Yeah, and I've noticed that Splash putting up 25K plus views on TikTok while I'm trying to get 24 views on my TikTok. So I've noticed that too. So something's going right. Let's talk about Super Splash Bro. Why should we check out your community and pop into your stream, my dude?
Yeah, so what's up, guys? If you guys don't know me, I go by Super Splash Bro, but Splash Bro for short, or Splash for short. It's funny because like I'll see Splash on the news, or if you hear Mike Breen say Splash, I'm like, yo, what? You call me? But anyways, why you should watch me? I'm kind of like, so Retro Yimmy is the guy that you kind of want to watch after, like, you spend time with your kids and all that stuff. I'm the immediate reward after work. So I usually boot up around 5-6ish, and we go around like I try to keep it around 3 hours, but recently because work's been crazy, I do have to only stream about 2-3 hours. But for me, I think what sets me apart is I got a dope ass playlist. If you guys really like a lot of old school R&B, new school R&B, hip hop, all that stuff, I think the visuals for me has like I think I really take pride in the emotes that I curate. I really take pride in my branding. I really take pride in all that stuff. But with all that being said, I'm also really I'm growing. Like I'm really new to this all. I think I'm the youngest streamer out of us 5 here. I've only started back like late April, so it's about 8 months now.
You're in the infancy stages still, but you're growing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so with all that being said, I feel like I've really gotten better as a streamer throughout the months that I've done this. And I don't even honestly speaking, if this was me back in April, I don't think I could have held on a conversation with all 4 of you guys, right? Like so for me, like being able to be personable with people, I've had instances where, people come in my chat and need something from me, or need some moments of motivation and stuff like that, and I'm able to help that. Or if we want to get super toxic, try to play up, compete with a comp guy, we could do that too. So we try to be versatile around here, man. Yeah, I like that term, baby demon. I like to call myself a little baby demon because
absolutely.
I'm not
join the club, baby. Join the club. Let's go.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'll get flooded here and there, but if I see somebody that I really want to play up against the next time, I'll be like, all right, yeah. Let's do it. You know?
Let's go.
I'm gonna be lurking you next time, bro. We're playing. I'm seeing you playing weekend league. I'm a lurk.
No, man.
So, best of 3 money games. Let's do it tonight, guys. Tonight, right after the stream, you guys boot up. Money games, intense, sweaty, lots of swearing.
Yeah.
But guys, honestly, you guys are 4 incredible content creators. Like, I'm super blessed that you guys would even spend the time to just sit and hang out in Discord and hang out with the community who's been in the chat right now. I really appreciate everybody coming through and watching this episode. I know that, you know, you guys are all going to get out there and achieve those goals that you're going for. I do see, like, growth in all your channels. I see improvement in the quality. Like, you know, you guys are all trending in the right direction, which is, you know, why I was, you know, super happy to have all you guys on here, man. And it was just nice to sit down, talk Madden, talk football, and you know, just shoot the shit for a bit. So I really think this was a great couple hours to spend together. Much appreciated, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, Murph.
It's so dope to see you.
All this.
Yeah, exactly, Murphy.
My pleasure. You guys are blessing me.
Murph, honestly, you and Evo, bro. I swear to God, I put in so much hours watching you guys, bro. I absolutely like anytime.
I appreciate it. Evo, I gotta get Evo on here too.
Yes, please get Evo on here.
Yep.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
Bro,
He is.
I'm going back to Philly to meet him in March, so I'm super excited.
Let's go. Oh my God.
I'm gonna get on his stream. It's gonna be an Evo Cove stream. It's gonna be hell.
Now, guys, the last part of the stream, we did this last week too, is we got to find out who won the stream. We got to do a 1-minute poll here and find out who won. Who won the stream? All right, and then whoever wins,
small prize?
whoever wins gets to pick who we raid. All right, that's the deal. That's how it goes.
That's kind of hell. That's kind of
nasty. This is why.
Here for it.
I thought you said there was gonna be a loser too.
This is why I'll never have. Yeah, the loser. I had to get rid of my Dr. Phil hold this L emote because I couldn't figure out how to lay it over top of the windows.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to set it up.
It had to be like the front overlay or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly. I had it in the wrong area. But guys, who won the podcast here? This is to determine who gets to pick who we raid tonight. And do not say Amaranth.
Can I say a hot tub streamer if I won?
You can pick
don't vote
whoever
for
the
me,
heck
then.
you want. So get those votes in. I'm gonna reserve my right to vote as well, because it's my show. I can do whatever I want. You guys can vote too if you guys want to spam it.
Honestly, Murph, though, it's been super, super dope to see you, like,
Yep.
because you used to just stream up, boot up Madden for 2-3 hours, but now it's dope to see you do ATG and dope to see now you do the Northern as well, man. It's
Just
awesome.
everything.
I appreciate it.
You always got something going on. You're always surprising us with amazing content, Murph. Just keep it up.
Yeah, Murph, we fucking love you, man.
Man. I appreciate it. It's like I'm just having fun with it and like finding out where my inspiration is and like what I'm enjoying and what the community seems to be enjoying and like kind of just rolling with it, So I really appreciate the kind words, guys. I really do.